People could do me a favor and go to the Discords, Facebook groups, whatever it may be, other Twitch streams, whatever you want to do, and advertise this show match is happening. I'd really appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the south, in the blue, we have EOD Spartan Seb going to be playing as Anders. On the other side, in the red-hand corner, we have Almirante 99 going to be playing as Shipmaster. This is, of course, as always, the one, the only, Tournament Rift. Let's get it on. All right, so EOD going to be opening up with a double pad opener. And he's going to be going for no mini bases yet. He's got his rally point over here. Almirante has a grunt coming straight across the map. Going to be going for the yellow on EOD Spartan Seb's side. As Almi goes for a Gen 3rd. Still no mini bases yet. Normally not yet either way. Usually around the 1 minute to 1 minute 10 mark is when that first one gets grabbed. EOD grabs a pretty quick one, and as he should, because his grunt was actually coming across the map to steal it. And lucky for him, he was able to grab both of his mini bases in time. That's what the triple pad opener allows you to do. Allows you to get your mini bases, I'd say 10 to 20 seconds faster than you normally would if you opened up with a Gen 3rd. On this map, not that big a deal though, because even with a Gen 3rd, you can still get your minis before your opponent steals them. It just delays your fourth pad a little bit. Now, lucky for EOD, he is actually picking up some yellow on the side. Allowing him to actually get yellow as a UNSC, which is rare. Usually you get bullied off of your yellow. And as you can see here, he is losing his yellow at home. But at least at the end of the day, he is getting a little bit of it. Is the game audio quiet? Yeah, it seems a little quiet, doesn't it? Well, we get that up for you guys. Turn that up a bit. By the way, guys, if you have any audio issues, video issues, anything like that, please tell me. That way I can know and I can fix it. Again, I am not on my normal setup. I'm doing the best I can on my mobile one. Almirante can be coming out now with some grunts and continuing to do so. More grunts on the way. Going to be trying to grab some of these nodes as well. Both players, I believe, yeah, it's going to be double gen, but it looks like Almirante is quite a bit ahead in yellow. And now looking back at it, we do have most of the map. We want to see at the mini map around the 2 minute to 2 minute 30 mark, at least definitely before the 3 minute mark. You want all the resources on your side of the map to be gathered. And if you look on the minimap, it looks like Almirante has quite a bit of resources ungathered here. That's a lot of blue. Could have probably built a 3rd gen with all that, or at the very least more units. Looking back now, EOD continuing to make Marines. I'm not seeing an armory or a barrack, so it is pure Marine versus pure Grunt at the moment. As he continues. More Grunts being made, more Grunts being made. 2 leader points being floated now for EOD as he continues. More Marines starting to get built. And it looks like he's got 1 Marine on the run, trying to get away from all these Grunts, but the Grunts are faster, and there's nowhere for it to go, so EOD's Marine will get taken out here momentarily. As soon as they decide to actually focus it down, they're actually retargeting to those Sentinels. Let's take a look-see here. Almirante going into Tech 2 now. No barracks or anything up, but he does have that War Council to get out his leader, Honor Guard. Now, I'm curious as how EOD is going to play this, because as Anders, there's really 2 ways to go about your 7 to 12 minute mark. You're either building into a Kodiak push, right? Or you're going into Sentinel. Now, if you're going into Kodiak push, usually it's pretty simple. You want to go either with some combat tech Marines for support, with your Spartan and maybe some Gales later on to complement those Kodiaks. If you're going to be going into Sentinel, you have a few choices. You can actually go infantry ball with infantry upgrades. You can, with the Spartan, of course, all these combinations include the Spartan. You can also go Hogs with vehicle upgrades into Sentinel as well. Going air is usually not the way to go, because when you have a big unit or something you're going to use later on, such as a Super Sentinel, or if you're going to build a Condor for whatever reason, or if you are going to drop in a Lich, You don't want to be building the units your opponent is already prepping to counter, or you don't want your opponent to be able to prep for something that you're going to use later. An example is going Banshees when you are Pavium, because you don't want your opponent to be able to Lich, or to be able to already have anti-air when you're building Pav. And looks like the Honor Guard is here. There's no detection right now. The Honor Guard could, yeah, he's going to cloak up. He's going to continue to smack up these Marines. We're going to see a nice beam here. EOD trying to split as he does. Takes a little bit of damage, but it could have been worse, especially in that choke being chased down by the invisible Honor Guard. 39 population to 49. Let's take a look here. Is the Gale out? It is indeed. But there are now Rangers here as well. Going to be helping out with that infantry. More Marines starting to come down. Does he have any upgrades? Combat tech on the way. Going to make those Marines more of a formidable force. As he continues now with more Marines. And we've got Douglas on his way out as well. Combat tech is here, but the Honor Guard is upgraded. And so are the Rangers here. Very capable of taking down infantry. Got to keep that Gale away from the Grunts. Don't want those to get taken out. Doing what he can with that Marine blob. Got to keep that Gale away. You got to select it separately to outrun these units here. Nice turret drop on the retreat, but he might lose the Gale, and he does. You don't want to be losing the Gales. That is your detection as well as your ability to heal your infantry. And you can smoke your opponent's units as well. Now that the drop turret is completely out of distance here to the units, it's pretty useless. What you can do is bring the Marines in right here, and if the units decide to attack, you can back up into the radius of that drop turret. Now we should have some more Gales coming out here. Yeah, we got one now. Douglas going to be getting his hijack upgrade. We playing Rust today or what? No Rust today. Jamal, if you're on Xbox, could you do me I'm serious. Could you actually do me a favor? Could you go on to the store real quick, like right now, and send me a picture of these skins that are available for Rust? I'd appreciate it. What's going on, Bugle? How you doing, buddy? We've got the Slam coming down. Again, he's got to keep the Gales out of here. What he could do is you can actually smoke the ground, say over here, and hide the Gale in it. And while the Ranger's far enough away, you should be fine. He's actually killing the Honor Guard. That's actually really good. Almi not going to be too happy about that, but he is holding down 3 of the nodes right now. So 3 nodes tonight. He's got a lot of juice coming in. How about a 3rd generator? He does. So he's got everything he needs to fall back on. Can rebuild that leader pretty well. And now we've got Spirit Support coming in, but not too many units left over to actually help out this army. We could use the Spartan to actually take out the Engineers and the Marines to focus down that Ranger real quick. You got to kill the Engineers first, though. Very important, taking those out. And then you got to focus down those Rangers. Could use the Gales to smoke this infantry as well. And it looks like he's going to do just that. But he smoked his own army, but he smokes the Spirit Support ship, so that's super important as well. Oh, a little bit of lag there. Fly or something landing on my foot. Or a spider. I don't know what's going on. Something keeps landing on my foot. Not a fan of that. Oh, it is a fly. Son of a bitch. Alright, so we've got a Central Tower coming up as well. And Almirante continuing to sit on tech too. Doing what he can right now. We've got the expansion finally upgraded for EOD. Could use a combat tech Marine to heal that up. Heals it up pretty quickly. For those that don't know, Marine heal rate is actually pretty good on vehicles and structures, obviously. And we've got the barracks now coming up as well. Still sitting on 2 gens though. Typically by 8 to 12 minutes, or actually I'd say 7 to 9 minutes, you want your 3rd gen somewhere in a professional game. We have 2 garages now up for Almirante, going to start going into Locust Reaver. Something funny about this is, and even though he has not gone for the Kodiak route, it looks like he is going the Super Sentinel route. If he did go the Kodiak route, or even just mixed in some non-Sentinel Kodiaks right now, it'd be very good against this composition. Locusts are now coming out. Could jump on maybe a Reaver or something. That wouldn't be a bad idea. start lowering those numbers. But he really doesn't have the army here to actually fight. No Cyclops in the mix. It's just infantry right now, just Marines right now. However, I mean, Cyclops are pretty, I'm sorry, Locusts are pretty expensive, so every one of those he kills is nice. Keep in mind, though, it looks like he is picking up the nodes finally on the map, taking those away from Almi. The Honor Guard's pretty weak. No detection here, though. I'd love to see some Gales mixed in or something. But right now we're still looking at just that dubular generator count. Thank you, Jamal. Look later. Appreciate it, buddy. Nice slam right in the middle of all that. I'd actually drop 2 Marines in that garrison just to annoy Almirante and get some nice juicy value out of that. EOD still sitting on almost max population. He is maxing out his population as he fights, and as you should as a top level player. Now Almirante continuing here, more engineers. We got a beam coming down. He's going to try to run that Reaver away. He's going to jump it. Oh my god. He's going to run. He's going to get away. He is absolutely black barred, and the Spartan does survive. More Locusts starting to come out. Almirante definitely in some trouble now as he drops down to 40 population. The 40 population isn't even on the field. That's just total, including what he has queued up. The Combat Tech Marines for EOD starting to drop like flies, though, to this Ranger Locust ball. Sentinel network coming down now. And that will do tremendous work to these Reavers and, of course, these Locusts. Gonna drop those Marines in the garrison would be great as well. And it looks like Almirante stopped that from happening. Spartan's back out, could jump to that next Reaver, and he tries, but it looks like he stopped it on purpose, or it was an accident, I'm not sure. For those that don't know, when you are hijacking with a Spartan, if you actually all unit and click away anywhere, right as it's in midair, it'll actually slam instead of hijack. So if you ever do that on accident, or you want to do it on purpose, now you know. Honor Guard is cloaked up here, putting in some work on top of this army. More and more units starting to come in. EOD 58 population to Almirante's 40. Almirante's expansion is currently locked, trying to weather the storm of the Sentinels from Anders here. The Sentinel network, to be exact. Spirit Sport coming down, going to try to help out. The Honor Guard continuing to slice and dice up this Spartan. Again, no detection here at all, so the Spartan definitely needs some support. Could jump on top of maybe a Reaver or something, I'm not sure. Doing his best. The Spartan's going to try to jump on a Reaver, but I do believe it's going to get focused down here. Actually, nothing shooting at it right now. Oh, he might get it. He does get. He needs to jump. Get out of there, Reaver. Run for your life. You've got the valuable Spartan inside it. It's probably almost a 2-star Spartan, to be honest. 66 population to 45. And EOD picks up bases around the map, continuing to build pads and get those leader points. He's going to jump inside of the smoke now, trying to stay alive. The Spartan should have its shield back relatively shortly, as it does get healed up by that Nightingale. Almirante now 46 population to EOD's 63. Keep in mind that EOD will have a Super Sentinel on the horizon, which will be a big problem for Almi, who currently has 0 Reavers. That's why it's very important to have not only your Spartan out for defense, offense, and all these reasons, but when you are doing the Super Sentinel build, you want to have that Spartan continuously stealing Reavers or Wolverines from your opponent on a constant basis. That by the time you do drop in that Super Sentinel, your opponent will have almost no, if any, anti-air to support. Spartan's back out with the shield grenade throw coming in, taking out these units. I don't like that he keeps throwing away these Gales. There goes the detection, and now EOD is going to have to run for his life here. Honor Guard continuing to slice and dice. Almirante's main is locked. Not sure why it's locked. I'm not sure what he'd be building out of there except for grunts. There is no production. Air upgrades do not affect the Super Sentinel. Air upgrades, yes. Air upgrades do affect the little Sentinels. Protector ones. Jump, Spartan, jump! Oh my god! That Spartan has gotten away time and time again, and there he goes. Neural implant coming in. The Spartan survives. Tech 3 up and running for EOD, as he has a 4th generator up and running over here. The expansion is upgraded on the other side. Almirante trying to take nodes away from his opponent, but Almirante losing nodes to EOD in the process. And we have infantry upgrade level 3 as well, going to make these infantry blobs even more devastating. But keep in mind, EOD's infantry blob is starting to shrink as he saves up money and population for that Super Sentinel, or so it seemed. All right, 44 population to 66. Almirante going up in population right now. He's got the honor guard running around doing its thing. A lot of locusts and reavers starting to get mixed up here. I do wonder what EOD's plans are, because when you do drop in your ultimate, whether it be your Super Sentinel, your Lich, your drops from Colony, your ultimate with Cutter, Serena, whatever it may be, you want to use them as early as possible. The longer it takes you to use the Super Sentinel, or build epic units for the most part, the less value they typically have. The earlier they're built, the more value they have. I mean, think about it like this. You both have 60 population or 80 population. One of you has a Super Sentinel. Or you both have 120 population and one of you has a Super Sentinel. I'm more afraid that the Super Sentinel at the lower population counts than with the higher. We've got the Gales coming in. They're getting smacked down by these Reavers. Probably going to use that Spartan to steal yet again another one. He currently does not have the yellow for that Super Sentinel, but he does have Network. But I do fear at this amount of Reavers on the field, Network is going to get shot down aggressively here and decisively. And we've got the honor guard coming to the other side. The reason he's doing this is to get vision, see what his opponent's doing, as well as a tactical gateway. So the second that Almirante holds this off, the second that EOD lets up off his throat for 1 second, we're going to see a tactical gateway, and EOD's base is going to pull a magic trick and disappear. Unfortunately, the crescendo of that magic trick to reappear will not be happening. Almirante's main still locked again. Don't think there's anything in there, but there could be a couple of grunts or something. Super Sentinel has reared its head here. Oh my god, what in the world? Why is it... Bro, did you guys see that HP bar? That was weird. And it looks like the beam has come down. Not going to hit Super Sentinel. Super Sentinel does have good range here. Could kite for a little bit. I like Almirante's Death Ball, though. Looks absolutely terrifying. Cloak even comes down. Network can really only do so much. It will drop the shield, though, on the base. Super Sentinel's going to be running back. It's already lost its shield and a chunk of its HP here. Honor Guard starting to come in as well. 82 population to 91. EOD continuing to come in here with his infantry blob, but there's no Cyclops or anything. It is just pure Marine. Takes out the... Oh, he did. Okay, I think he didn't take out the Honor Guard, but he did. And it looks like he's going to try to back up now. The Reavers are going to jump forward, trying to catch that Super Sentinel out here. Base is down to about half HP, but I don't think that matters. I mean, Almirante's Death Ball really not losing anything. It's getting slowed and scratched up by the Super Sentinel as well as the Network, but in terms of losses, EOD has just gotten smacked down time and time again. He does, of course, have a very nice eco coming in from these 4 bases and multitude of nodes, but it does not seem to matter. Super Sentinel coming in now with a shield on top. Cyclops starting to get mixed in. Let's take a look here. It looks like the Spartan did get taken. No, he did not. That Spartan is the MVP of EOD's Armada at the moment. As he continues forward, more Marines starting to get built. Cyclops starting to get mixed in. There's us infantry level 3 guys, so they're definitely no slouches. Should be mixing in more Gales. Number 1 for heals. Number 2, more air targets to keep that damage off of that Super Sentinel. And here we go. We've got the Walk of Death coming across the map. I don't know what EOD's plans are. That base is still weak, so could see maybe a trade if he does see fit. Games are great, bro. Games are great. Hope you enjoy this commentary. Doing my absolute best under the circumstances. Marine coming out for EOD again. Should be healing up this base. Should be having Gales out here. I don't know what his thing is. He's probably thinking, well, my opponent's already got anti-air. Why have Gales? But they're still very, very useful units. You drop in the smoke. You've got the heals. You have more air for your opponent to be shooting at instead of just your Super Sentinel. It's just more HP on the field and more usable HP for longevity due to the healing factor. More Marines, and of course that Spartan going to be coming out now as well. Oh, here we go. Kodiak starting to get postured up. Almirante not going to allow this at all. Super Sentinel coming from the other side. Advanced cloaking coming down as well for that nice siphon, as well as the speed upgrade. And of course the cloak. 99 population. EOD trying to climb out of this deficit. The cloak does go away. The Spartan does what it can. He does have the upgrades now for those Cyclops as well. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kodiaks are on the field. Almirante going to be very, very upset with these circumstances as his vehicle starts to get shot down. Thank you so much to Egg Biscuit for the 100 bits. Really appreciate that, my man. And we've got more and more Marines. Of course, that Super Sentinel coming across the field. The Spartan's probably going to come over. Now you've got 2 choices. Well, technically 3 choices. Only 2 are good. You've got 3 choices with the Spartan. The least favorite choice is to use that Spartan to slam this army. Next 2 choices. You can either grab a Shroud or grab a Reaver. Grabbing the Shroud immediately nullifies and halves your opponent's ability. Well, he's got 3 now, but it reduces your opponent's ability to block shots from those Kodiaks. Number 2, you could also grab a Reaver. Now, what that does is it gives you Detect, and 2, it gives you a freebie to get your Spartan out of there guaranteed almost, and 3, it helps you shoot down those pesky Engineers and Shrouds. Spartan's going to be coming in. Let's see what decision EOD is going to make. It looks like he's taken option Z, which is to jump in the garrison. Not a bad option. Kodiaks continue to fire from afar. Almirante sitting on 6,000 blue. Definitely needs to put up another generator or something right now. Main is still locked. I don't know what would be in there, but you never know. He's actually going Tech 3 finally. And we've got the army now coming in. Finally starting to mix in gales, posturing up these Kodiaks. I like the positioning as well. That's some of my favorite positions. I like to put one here, one here, one here, one on this ridge. I like to put one up here, back here, up here if you can do it. If your opponent can't take it out too easily. Just keep those Kodiaks spread and make it so that if the further they come in to try to kill a Kodiak, the more damage that they take. And it looks like we've got a Cloak Gen coming up in the back, continuing to do some great damage here. Gale trying to keep that Spartan alive as he continues to shell with that soup of the Kodiaks, even healing up the vehicles with that Combat Tech Marine network coming down on top of Almirante's base. Probably should upgrade this base indeed. Continue to do damage. The Super Sentinel is not close enough to actually be helping. I don't know why not. It could easily be a couple inches closer to help out. Not the best micro on EOD's part, in my opinion. Easily, again, could get closer. Looks like he's finally deciding to do so. Cloaking Gen on the way up. That's going to make this push a little bit harder for EOD to deal with. They'll have to start spamming those Wolverines, which is actually a great idea. Wolverine spam here, good for detection, and then also great for taking out the Engineers and Shrouds. But it looks like he's actually going to take out the base outright. He's even got the Kodiak on the front line, and Almirante's expansion falls. The Kodiaks continue to push forward and continue to dominate the battlefield. 4 nodes to none, 4 bases to 1, 2 mini bases to 2. EOD taking the lead. The only thing Almirante's got the advantage in is the amount of floated blue. Cloak Gen coming up on the main now for Almirante. Still has a locked main. Don't even know if he realizes that. And it looks like EOD just taking his sweet time here. He's got the Marine and the Garrison already as well as Almirante backs up to the main base, trying to make some magic happen. 120 population now to 97. Probably going to drop in 2 Cyclops into that Garrison. That'll be super annoying for Almirante to dig out of there. More and more infantry coming across the map. Kodiak starting to get postured up in the middle, continuing to get closer and closer with that ball of doom. Let's see how he deals with this. Spartan could jump on a Reaver. Yep, that's exactly what you want to do. Steal the Reaver and then just jump it away. Use it for detection as well as anti-air damage, of course. Shouldn't die. Yep, you can just jump that away now. I don't know why he's sitting there. Or he's just going to walk away. He's just that. He's got that dog in him. The Super Sentinel going to be backing up now, doing as much damage as humanly possible. Does lose its shield, so it does need to bug out of there and regain that shield and heal up a little bit with some Nightingale support. And 99 population to 99 population, very head-to-head right now, very equal. But the Kodiaks continue to get in tremendous amounts of damage. The base is now recloak. Heal comes down on top of the Garrison. Let's take a look here. EOD continuing to pump. I'd like to see a Wolverine pump. Mix in vehicle level 3, going to be coming and making those Kodiaks just that much more dangerous, as well as the Wolverines even more tanky and helpful in this endeavor. Spartan going to jump on a Locust. Not a fan of that. That doesn't even make sense. You want to jump on the Reaver. At the very least, a Shroud. Jumping on a Locust just doesn't compute in my mind. Number 1, it might die. I don't know if the Spartan will die, but definitely lost its shield. Super Sentinel coming in, trying to mitigate some damage as well as put out some DPS of its own. Kodiak's continuing to come in here, trying to posture up. We got a nice beam on top of that here as well. And it looks like that garrison's starting to get taken down. Spartan on the run again, grabbing the Locust. This is the result of that. Can he get away? Advanced cloaking, trying to keep up with the Spartan, and he will. Will he just jump? He's got to do something. He can't do. Oh my God! It's just out of range. The Locust stops shooting at it, and again, for like the 10th time this game. Oh, he says, "Nah, not today." He's done. He's done with the nonsense. He said no. He said, "You've gotten away one too many times. So at the very least, even if I lose this game, you're going to lose that Spartan." I don't know if Almirante realizes his main is indeed still locked. I mean, it's been locked the entire time. I don't know what that's about. There we go. It's unlocking Grunt, Grunt, Locust, 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 Reaver, Locust, Reaver. That's got to be helpful. Honor Guard's out, trying to slice and dice here. Nothing left in the garrison. EOD just continuing forward, letting the Wolverines take the blunt of the damage as well as help with the detection as the Kodiak shell from afar. It looks like only one Kodiak right now is actually on the front line. Sentinel network is ready to go as well. Almirante just getting bruised and battered all over the place. Even drops in his extract to heal up as well. Honor Guard is a 1-star, definitely putting in some work here. Spartan doing what it can as well. Gonna jump on top of the far Reaver as network continues to do damage here. Could throw some things in that garrison. More Kodiaks continuing. Spirit support ready to go for Almirante. Infantry ball still doing what it can, jumping from unit to unit here with that Spartan. And it looks like Cyclops. We got Super Sentinels back with its shield, more Wolverines. Not sure what. As soon as he takes out these shrouds, I don't know why he hasn't focused those down. You want to focus those down immediately. Once the shrouds go down, the Kodiaks can do the rest. Honor Guard doing a tremendous job here, thinning out the herd. But I just fear that as soon as the shrouds, if they do go down, the Kodiaks will just continue to dominate the battlefield. Shield comes back up, though, going to keep those shrouds alive for just a little bit longer, as the Kodiaks do continue to shell from a distance here. Sniper starting to get mixed in as well. Almirante holding on for dear life here. Does have his shield up, does still have the cloak up. He's even got a watchtower for some vision. Question is, will it be enough? My prediction, not so much. And the Spartan, sorry, not the Spartan, the Honor Guard goes down, and just like that, the final shroud has been popped, and that is going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 1 is going to be going to EOD Spartan Seb, the builder, here on Rift. Great game from both players. That was actually really fun. I'm happy that game happened. Alright guys, if you are enjoying the stream, do me a favor and hit that follow button. If you want to help support the stream, you can donate or subscribe using the links in the chat. You can also gift subs, bits, anything and everything helps out tremendously here on the channel. Huge shout out to Egg for the 100 bits. I believe he is the only supporter of the day. So a huge shout out to Egg for that. If you guys donate or sub or get the sub, you will be the biggest supporter of the day and help sponsor this show match. Money was demanded for this one, so if anyone wants to help out, I would really appreciate it. I know you guys enjoy these show matches just as much as I do, hopefully even more. So any and all support is very appreciated because we could not have these show matches without you guys. We got a colony mirror coming in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Almirante in the south. He's going to be playing his colony in the red. Needs this W. On the other side, we have EOD Spartan Seb currently up 1-0 in this best of 7, also playing his colony. He's got a great start here. Let's see if he can keep that momentum or if it will shift into Almirante's favor. We've got the grunts now coming out as well. We've got the skit going to be coming out. Almirante continuing to spam skits. Interesting. Only a couple of players I know actually do that. I do that. I think, I could be wrong. I think Cars might do that. And I guess Almi does it as well. The only time I actually do this is in like a tournament or show match setting, so watching someone else do it is very strange. Most players open up Chopper, so what you can actually do, yes, if you go Skit Chopper, you have a very big advantage of your opponent. However, if you go Skits instead of Chopper in the Colony Mirror, what you can do is if your opponent does come in with that Chopper, you can actually attach the Skit to the Grunt, bring in another Skit and Grunt, and you'll actually beat the Chopper for a fraction of the cost. And then you actually have more units on the field that are actually more useful later on. Skit Choppers aren't useful if your opponent is actually going into like the Skit Grunts with their own Choppers and of course the hero. And of course grabbing nodes as well. Of course you do have to be careful. You got a micro better. Obviously going Skits as well. Helpful with taking the nodes. Because you can actually drag the Skits away, and then you can actually, if the Skits do take too much damage, or if a Grunt takes too much damage, of course you can attach them to that as well. I do like Almirante's start so far better than Almirante's. However, Almirante is going to lose a mini base in the back, while EOD already has all of his being built with an armory on the main. Now, if he actually can pick up like maybe 3 nodes before that honor guard actually gets here, should be okay. However, I think Almirante has decided that that's fine. You do what you want. I'm going straight for the jugular. Now, EOD is just now building that Hunter Captain. It's 44 seconds out. He does not have any skits or anything. He's got nothing on these mini bases because, truth be told, he simply can't afford it. Almirante continuing to pump out Goliath after Goliath. Probably going to start mixing in, of course, more skits as well. I'd like to see an air pad at some point. Get those engineers out with some nice skits on them. Now, the question is, will EOD be able to hold here with the Capitan? The old chess captain. I guess we're going to find out. If you actually get enough Goliaths with skits, you can actually kill the captain relatively easily. Oh my god. Yeah. What was that? You know, it's funny is it's actually worth it because it doesn't. If he would have let the Goliaths come up there, he could have killed the War Council before he gets the upgrade. But not going to be the case. The Capitan will get its upgrade and it will get the skits attached. All right, so Taunt going to be coming in. EOD's like, I am the builder for a reason, and he builds the wall, keeping out Almirante. We can't say other things, but it would be funny. Oh man. Anyway, you guys know what I'm doing. You guys know what I'm thinking. We've got the Skit Chopper in here, going to be taking out these grunts. A couple of grunts coming in the back as well. Goliath going to be taking out EOD's mini base in the back as he picks up his own armory. I don't like what he said. Racist. How is that racist? Relax. I said Almirante. It's his name. What you talking about? We've got the skits now out. And he's going to be taking out the mini base. Again, you don't want your Goliath. Guys, I can't stress this enough. You do not want your Goliaths on defense. At the very most, you want the one back here to take out the mini. The rest should be somewhere on off. Oh my god. This guy is something else. Alright, he puts the wall there, trying to slow down the units from coming, I guess? I'm not positive. Almirante continuing to make more and more Goliaths. He is on a double gen. EOD also on a double gen. Starts picking up the nodes here. Hunter Captain on its way across. He's got his own gorilla gonna be coming in here. I fear for Almi's safety if that boy gets in a garrison. Preferably, I think, yeah, you want this garrison with the Hunter Captain. No, wrong one. You want the. So if you actually look, guys, the bases on Bedrock are not centered. They're off to the side a little bit. That's one of the. I know it seems silly, but this is one of the reasons you want like this expansion to your right. So if you look at this base, it's actually closer to the right side you want. So that's why that's your natural, and that's the dangerous garrison because you can actually hit the pads with it. Hunter Captain trying to do what it can. There is a heal though. Keep in mind, EOD does not have heal because he picked up. the wall instead. I am curious to know what EOD's third point was actually Goliath drop. So he dropped in Goliath, and he's actually going to end up killing a gen. But Almirante is going to have a very, very scary army when it's all said and done here in a moment. EOD, I think he understands this and decides to back up. Does take out a gen, obviously fantastic. Gonna run his Goliaths away. And that one was actually all united, unfortunately, to the right. Throws down another wall. That'll actually buy him some time to actually take out this mini base if he micros correctly. Almirante says, I'm coming. We've got one turret up for EOD. I don't think that's going to be enough. He's got a little force in the middle, but Almirante's force definitely a little more scary here. And the Goliath drop again coming in for Almirante on defense, but it will save the mini base as these skits come in as well. Almirante going across the map. He wants that dub. Nice taunt coming down. Gonna help. He's got suicide grunts as well. Once those Goliaths ball up and attack here, the suicide grunts can get in some great connections. No heals for Almirante. And so all these Goliaths go down. Almirante had a very nice attack. Unfortunately, he did not wait for the chess captain to get up there to help out. And now Almirante is losing Gorilla after Gorilla, putting up now his second generator, while EOD is now Tech 2 and can upgrade that Hunter Captain to be even a more deadly combatant here. It looks like the wall seems to be the play right now in this colony mirror on Bedrock. Almirante probably extremely confused as to what is happening. Hunter Captain starting to take some damage. Of course, you want to get that upgrade because you are Tech 2 first. You want to get it ASAP. And again, remember, Almirante has heal, and EOD does not. Taunt comes down, actually grabs the captain with that. Is it going to be worth it? I don't know. He could Living Barrier off his Goliath. He could stop him from coming. Oh my god, he's doing it. Oh, it looks like there's a little gap, though, but it will still slow him down. Almirante trying to make a run for it. There's a suicide grunt coming in. Almirante is on the run. The Hunter Captain's going to get taken out by the suicide grunt. Oh my god. And Almirante resigns. EOD goes up 2-0 in this best of 7. Honestly insane. And let's head on to map number 3, which will be Frontier. By the way, guys, I hope you are enjoying the stream. Remember, if you are enjoying, hit that follow button. If you want to help support the stream, you can donate or subscribe using the links in the chat. You can also gift subs, bits, anything and everything helps out tremendously here on the channel. Big shout out to Egg for the support. And if you guys are out there and you like watching these show matches and you happen to have a little bit somewhere, a few extra quarters into your couch cushions that you want to help support this stream with, we'd really appreciate it here. These show matches, for the most part, 99.9% of them do cost money. So even when you guys donate 100 bits or $1 or subs, gift subs, whatever it may be, those are what makes these show matches happen. No amount of my persuasion and casting ability could make these happen for the most part, unless we had a little cash prize at the end for these players. So really appreciate everyone who does support the channel. You guys are directly supporting the community by supporting this channel, so really appreciate that. And Almirante is probably really upset by this leader choice here. I don't know why he would go Forge. Maybe he was expecting a Trox. EOD, very nice Yap pick. Let's see what happens here. In the south, currently up 2-0, we have EOD Spartan Seb playing as Yap Yap. On the other side, in the red, we have Almirante 99 playing as Forge. This is a tournament Frontier. Chopper starting to get queued up here with some fodder in the back. Now, the question is, will he use the chopper to come in here to the middle, or would he go to the side with it? And it looks like he's going to get aggressive and go straight to the middle. Almirante, what he normally does is grab a little bit of this yellow and then run straight to the healing spire. And it looks like that is not going to be the case this time. He's just trying to grab as much as he can. And the chopper's going to come in and kill that Marine more than likely. Getting away doesn't really happen in top tier games. You can do a little bit of few tricks here and there with this, with the Sentinels on the node, but at the end of the day, you're still going to lose the Marine. Back looks like it's going to be a Gen 3rd for EOD, Gen 3rd for Almirante. Pads upgraded. We got an interesting little mine there as well. Don't know if Almirante actually saw that. And he's got a mini base coming up in the middle as well. We've got the back mini base actually getting stolen by EOD. Almi's going to head back there and be a little upset by that. More fodder coming in, and nothing coming up. Oh, there goes a pad on the main. So one mini base to one mini base. Almirante may go for the old armory barracks. But I don't know. I'm not sure what his choice is going to be. It looks like it's going to be a pad back there, pad there. So no armory and no barracks. So maybe he's afraid of a chopper spam by EOD, which we haven't seen yet. He's actually picking up more mini bases, trying to pick up some resources on the side. Nice rabbit from Almi, going to allow him to pick up a lot of the yellow here. And it looks like a fodder picking up that there as the chopper picks up another marine. Going to drop Almirante to a lowly 3 population in a moment. And that is rough. That is a rough start, guys. When you only have one unit on the map. Especially against a Yap here where they're just everywhere like a spider web. Turret coming up on the main. Almirante. He's prepping for the attack that's not coming yet. And it looks like another gen. So he's going to go armory double gen. He just wants to maybe hit tech 2 and go into hogs. Again, not sure what the plans are. EOD might go for a second gen as well and just build. Oh, he actually got rid of the barracks. Oh, no. So maybe this will work. I don't know. I mean, EOD's got 4 mini bases. His opponent is building the forge hog. Will he go chopper? Nope. It's gonna be he's rebuilding the barracks. He's going double gen. So even if he's taking over the map on Tech 1 basically for free here. Only thing he's got to worry about now is that forge hog getting built here in 20 seconds. And another turret coming up on the main as well. Barracks finally up. Could start building maybe some heavy grunts while he waits for his generator upgrade. And he's actually building an expansion as well. Okay. So EOD is just leveraging this early game advantage to its maximum here. I don't know what the plan is for either player. It looks like, again, Almirante just seems to want to go Tech 2. And I get that. I understand it.
What happened? Your balls drop off? If you're good at something, never do it for free.
To help build that wall.
Yo, thank you so much, Chrisma, for the $5. I really appreciate that. That helps out with the show match tremendously, believe it or not. Big shout out to Chris Mode for being the sponsor of the day.
Our base is under attack.
Again, thank you. I'll probably thank you again a few more times throughout the stream. Watchtower coming up now on the main for Almirante. 2 turrets are up for him here. And it looks like EOD going to be going for just straight harassment. I'm not seeing grunt riders yet. Just heavy grunts right now. So the fodder are basically a distraction. If he actually weakens this enough with the fodder, he can drop in shade turrets and finish it off. Forge Hog going to be coming in probably with a nice little anvil round in the middle of all this just to clear it out. Almirante's expansion looking decent. However, his Tech 2 is still tremendously far away while EOD has just clicked it. Not sure what this Forge Hog's doing, to be honest. I think he's all uniting. I think EOD's making a few all unit mistakes here. Here come the shade turrets though. And now he can actually click those shade turrets and click the generator. And it looks like that is what he is doing. Nicely done now by EOD. That should, in theory, be a generator kill. I don't think there's anything Almirante can do about this. What you can do is actually put the Forge Hog next to the gen, and that would actually give it a defensive buff. For those that don't know, the Forge Hog, that radius gives defensive buffs to any and all units and structures. Not to air, though. I think he used to buff air, but it no longer does. It was a long time ago. And he actually, just like that, with fodder and a little leader power, you kill the generator, and that is massive. EOD now on Tech 2, going for an air pad, and we've got the Grunt Goblins as well. Almirante is just in a tremendously bad spot, guys. I can't even put that into enough words right now, the level of bad spotness that he is in. That's not even proper English, but you guys get it. He's got an expansion, he's got a turret coming up on it, he's got the gen, but the thing is, EOD is going to have his drop, and you could probably just use that to take out this Expo. Looks like he's going to clear out the mini base in the middle first. He's got the grunt goblins. He's got triple gen. He's got engineers coming. He's got the garage. EOD has every tool that is required to win this game already. Fodder just chilling over here. I believe it's on hold ground stance. We got the heavy grunts chasing these. Probably could take another node. Why not? We've got a hunter in here to help take out vehicles. Almirante going towards Tech 2. I always say I would have upgraded this base to Tech 2. I really would have. Number one, it throws off your opponent because they click on it through the fog of war. For those that don't know, you can do that. And it'll actually say Tech 1. Most players don't even check the expo at that time. At least not early on. Not usually at the top of their list. Double mine there as well. More hunters starting to get built. 21 population of 65. Keep in mind that 65 is filled up with a little bit of fodder. Locust starting to come out. That could be a nice pickup for that Forge Hog if he actually takes out that Locust. Could anvil around that. Oh, there's a Shroud. Never mind. I don't know what Almi's going to do. I think he was trying to do a Kodiak drop, but the Shroud was literally pre-built. He just understands what's going on here, and Almirante trying to do a cute little Kodiak play, but countered before he even dropped the Kodiaks. How often does that happen? And Almirante is going to be going into Dispersion Flamers, which is fantastic and all, but if your opponent has too many Locusts, those Dispersion Flamers aren't going to get very far. Normally you have Kodiaks to support these units, which actually help out with the Dispersion. Unfortunately, the Shrouds hard counter those, so I honestly have no idea what Almirante's plans are. So he's got the Kodiaks in a defensive posture here as he starts pumping up more and more Dispersion. The Forge Hog is still out and about, does not have its second upgrade, which it desperately needs. Another garage coming out as well. Forge Hog coming in here, going to be using that just to run around. Okay, just miss the fodder. I don't think I've ever seen it do that to a standstill unit. He's coming in. Again, the Kodiaks doing what they can, but remember, the Shroud is just blocking everything. He needs an anti-air turret, to be honest. Truth be told, I know it sounds weird, but without an anti-air turret, he can't damage EOD's army. Even if he does luckily get in some damage, the Grunt Goblin's just going to heal it back up to full HP. So I don't know. I'm hoping that's anti-air, but at the end of the day, I don't know. Forge Hog still struggle busing, does not have its upgrade. Still sitting on a lowly Tech 1, which is not enough. Mines get pre-deaded, absolutely no damage coming in. Forge Hog doing everything it can right now. Nice scatter, maybe? Gonna take out. Oh, no, Grunt Dome saves everything. So, the only good thing about this. Oh, you got the upgrade. The only good thing about this is EOD's Grunt Dome is far enough from the base where you can't abuse it to take out the base. It actually is anti-vehicle turret. Did the Shroud die? No, the Shroud's still alive, so this isn't really gonna matter. Almirante's actually got his Kodiak blocking his units from coming in here. I don't know. He needs to back that up or move it or something. Maybe like right here. Grunt Dome's about to falter, and we've got a little marine attack coming over onto EOD's expansion. EOD does hold 3 of the nodes. Almirante surprisingly does hold a node, which, again, very surprising considering EOD controls the majority of the map. He could easily take that if he wanted to, I think, but it looks like the Forge Hog going to come over here to deny that. Flamers and Hogs starting to come out. Again, Flamer Hog is a great combo, but I think it's a little late for that. Normally you want to be pressuring with that, and I just don't see that even as in the realm of a possibility. Almirante going on offense is basically death to himself here. Lotus Mine starting to come in as well. He's got those ready to go. Not sure where he's going to place those. Might just save them up for an anvil combination or something. Airpad coming down. Does he realize he's on 1 generator? I don't think he does. I don't think Almirante even realizes he's on a single gen right now. Gonna take out an Expo though, but it looks like EOD's got some plans of his own. Gonna come all the way over here. I think that Kodiak might still be able to reach. EOD now abusing that high ground. Very, very nasty indeed. Could leave 1 Flamer there or something. He's got to get home and defend. Starting to build some Wolverines finally, but remember, he's on a single gen. I mean, how many Wolverines can you pump on a single gen? EOD floating almost 2,000 of each resource. Wolverine's going to come in, but it's going to instantly die to the Hunters. So I don't know what that is. Could like maybe come on the outskirts, but it looks like Almirante, I don't know, he just ran into some mines. Oh my god. I think Almi's going to go for a grizzly drop, but no, he's just going to resign. He's just, that's just a bad matchup overall for sure. And EOD goes up 3-0 in this best of 7. EOD, the builder, is taking names here. Alright guys, this could possibly be the last game. If you did enjoy the series, do me a favor and hit that follow button. If you want to help support the stream, you can donate or subscribe using the links in the chat. You can also gift subs, bits, anything and everything helps out tremendously here on the channel. Huge shout out to Egg for the 100 bits and to the biggest supporter of the stream, Chris Mode, for the $5. Remember guys, I could not have these show matches without your support. So it really, really helps out when you guys throw a couple of bucks here and there, and subs and gifted subs and bits and all that. Waiting on Almirante. Closing some tabs. Let's see here. And EOD is just ready with these leader picks. What's an ego pick? I think Kinsano's good here if you think your opponent's going cutter. There's nothing wrong with that at all, Cars. A lot of players pick Kinsano on this map. Okay, I'm not listening to Cars. He's an idiot. I don't think Kinsano is bad here against cutter at all. Not even in the slightest. No, they don't. I've literally watched XCA pick Kinsano on this map. I watched Rock pick Kinsano on this map. Almirante has picked Kinsano on this map. Who else? There's a few other people. They've played them in show matches on this map. Anyway, Almirante going to be going for Jackrabbits here as cutter. With a gen up in the back, gen third for EOD as well, as he continues to go into his own type of build. Got a rabbit out here. Looks like we got a little engagement. Second rabbit coming out. So the way this works is you can go rabbits as cutter against Kinsano. However, you don't want your opponent to know that you're spamming rabbits until your opponent is doing something else. Because if the Kinsano sees this early, they can go into their own rabbits, and then the cutter is just shit out of luck. Alright, so double mini base immediately for EOD. You're going to pick up the outside ones now. If you do this, you have to be careful. You don't actually want to engage your opponent early if you're taking all the mini bases quickly. Jackrabbit's coming out for Almi here. Yeah, so it's as I predicted. It's just pure Jackrabbit for cutter. But again, that's very dangerous. EOD can easily start spamming out his own rabbit armada. And then Almirante is going to be fighting against, red line, possibly red line with heat of battle rabbits with his plain ones. And then at that point, he has to pray for the most amazing ODST drop in the history of mankind, and then pray his opponent doesn't counter it with like a hell drop or a turret drop or something. Nice micro by EOD, spamming down that rabbit. Look at that. Does have heat of battle. I mean, I assume he did. And we've got actually a node getting picked up for EOD as well. He already going for support drone. So yeah, we're going to see a nasty rabbit attack. Remember guys, if you have more mini bases early on than your opponent, that means you want to delay the scout battle. You do not want to engage early. You want to delay it as long as possible because you are able to pump more units than your opponent. Your opponent has to engage you. They need to make it happen because you are out pumping them eventually. So keep that in mind.
So the two factors in a scout fight are number one. Well, the two factors other than the obvious things like number counts is number one, who gets the upgrade for the scouts first, you know, shrapnel rounds, support drone, shield for ghosts, and who has what the mini base count is, because both those things affect when and where you should engage with your units. Alright, we have 36 population to 30, so already EOD has more population than Almirante, which doesn't even make sense to me. I guess he does have the 2 Marines on the field, but he should have been a while before he caught up. Almi now going for a second gen. He's already abandoning the rabbits, I think, unless he's going to go for a super offensive play and go for a gen kill here. Almirante's mini base is locked down. He is going to lose that. I think Almi just wants a gen kill, maybe with a drop. With his ODSTs. Only 27 population of 42. Here's the other thing, guys. You can't let Kinsano overrun you and then contain you. If you are on one base against a Kinsano, you might as well resign. Because when that Inferno hits and those carpet bombs start dropping and the Kinsano Y abilities start coming in from her leader on your base, you're just sitting there in full panic mode, just trying to survive. Now, Almirante does have a Spartan. That makes things more interesting because you have the possibility for slam combinations with mines as well as ODSTs. And if you want to pull the old Hetchy maneuver and go for Archer missiles third point and go for quite literally the Hail Mary of Halo Wars 2, it's a make it or break it. You can, but I don't suggest it. But it does make for good television. Okay, turret drop for EOD as expected. Actually nails the Spartan and it starts shooting at the Spartan, which is fantastic for him. Almirante does not have the funds for anything right now, and he is forced to back up, and he is going to lose that mini base. Almirante trying to save the mini. I don't know. Things are getting interesting. He's got 2 upgraded pads now. Upgraded the third one. So what happened there was he actually didn't kill the mini. He actually sold it so he could rebuy it and get a full HP mini. And it looks like EOD is trying to come in. Who's got their finger on the button? It is Almirante. So he does pick it up. We've got the rabbits now on the other side. And it looks like he's actually going to pick off some of the rabbits here from EOD possibly, which is nice. And he's got the pads coming up. He's down to just a single mini base, guys. This is not good. ODST drop, that was absolutely terrible. Only caught a couple of rabbits, but it is important to use that ODST drop so that you can get it again later. So I do understand. And it looks like the rabbits are going to be coming back in now. Almirante still sitting on a lowly tech one. ODST mines are down. They're very defensive. As the Spartan comes up now trying to get another node. EOD also upgrading his second gen. Fighting into ODST mines and turrets are probably not the best idea for EOD, but he's got so many rabbits that he just doesn't seem to care. Spartan does manage to pick up the node, so keep in mind, you actually just saw the rabbit pick up node, which means Almirante does not have a mines, or does not have mines, which I don't agree with. If you're going to go Spartan, if you're going to go the Spartan route against scouts, you can actually slam. Oh, what? That's okay. Almi's probably very upset about that. But anyway, if you're going to go Spartan, you might as well go mine second point. Go for that nasty slam combo. Garage coming up now on the main for Almirante.
Our base is under attack.
ODST mines in a defensive posture yet again. Both players at around the 40-50 population mark. So no real advantage in population right now, albeit slightly towards EOD, who is picking up an expansion. Both players are now on Tech 2. I'd love to see that Spartan actually get its upgrade. You gotta get that laser upgrade, make it an absolute beast here in this scenario. And it looks like Almi is gonna start spamming the old cutter hogs. And it looks like we got Flame Wall coming in, gonna be upgrading that leader, gonna make her an absolute monster as soon as she gets her high torque joint. upgrade here. We got the generator coming down. I think he can actually take out the rabbits and the, oh my god, carpet bomb. Nice heal. 4th point heal from Almy. Actually not a bad choice against Kinsano to deal with these harassments on top of your base, as well as Inferno and whatnot. So he's going to save his base. Actually cleans up all that. EOD down to 27 population. Almirante probably pretty happy with himself there. ODST is continuing to run around in circles here. This, the leader as well as these rabbits need to get up here to help out these ODSTs. You don't want to lose ODSTs for nothing at the end of the day. Almost loses that ODST, but it does get away pretty blackbarred there. And EOD does have the expansion up. He's got the garages going. Going to start making those flame warthogs. Regular hogs are now out for Almirante. He's got a few upgraded pads here, helping juice that along. Almirante almost at 2,000 yellow, or 1,500 yellow to enough to upgrade it, which is interesting. ODST drops are at the ready as well. Almirante will be dropping those in shortly. Cars, you only have like 20. Okay, Storm, don't disrespect cars like that with those weak ass numbers. Please don't ever do that in my stream. That man has made 20 Smurfs in like 2 days before. Don't be doing that. That's just ridiculous. Yeah. Cars and his Smurfs are like me and my builds. Don't disrespect like that. So it looks like Almirante has decided, you know what? I don't want to fight your army, so I am just going to go to your main.
Our base is under attack. Armory constructed. Supply pad constructed. Our base is under attack.
I don't know. I know Almy desperately wants this base upgraded, and he wants to get his eco rolling so he can get his big drop out. What EOD should be doing here is stopping this. Your goal as Kinsano is to keep your opponent on one base. That's it. If you can do that, it's a guaranteed victory. So attacking these minis and stuff like this when there is a perfectly undefended expo, and he knows about it. It's not even hidden. Very strange, of course. There is a Kinsano Cyclops coming out. I think she has high torque joint, but I could be wrong. And we've got some defensive maneuvers coming in. He's got 2 anti-vehicle turrets, so those are all going to get shut down immediately. EOD down to 21 population. EOD has a really, really strong early game, and somehow he's throwing it down the tubes. Fortify base upgrade, pretty important here against Kinsano to stop the weird attacks like that. Heal going to be coming down, but I think with Fortify and Heal, oh, what was that? With Fortify and Heal, you should be fine. I don't think you'll actually lose a pad in that scenario. But of course, Carpet Bomb mixed in with the Y ability from Kinsano, that's an entire different story. So we're going to take out those pads there. Going to take out that gen and possibly these 2 pads right here up front and the garage. You can actually finish all these off. I mean, they're all red bar. You might as well finish them. So smart maneuver, you actually want to go to the side here and attack this pad. You'll actually do spread damage to both the pads. And that's exactly what you want. You got to finish off both of these. You can't let this happen. Letting these pads live would be a huge mistake for EOD. Nice rams coming down. Needs to finish off the pad. Just throw her away. Just kill the pad. Killing these is worth her life. You just build her again. That's a mistake. That's a horrific miss micro. Almirante does, of course, now have enough money for the big drop. There are 3 turrets on the main, or the expansion here, but the base is at half HP. I think you can just kill the base. Flame Hogs are great, but you need their Tech 3 upgrade for them to really start to excel here. 3 turrets on the base. Almirante about to drop in the big drop on top of the base. He's going to aim it down immediately. He's not going to mess around. He's aiming straight down the guts here. ODST mines do get picked off. There's nothing here for EOD, and EOD just decides, you know what? Got to sack the Expo. Start sacking pads. Looks like he's got enough for his own big drop. Kinsano Cyclops unable to get out. Needs to rebuild her elsewhere. And now here comes a Spartan, which means if he uses his own big drop, he'll actually get his tank stolen, or a Hornet. Base is very weak down here. I think the Hogs could get in some good damage, but of course 2 anti-vehicle turrets would stop that in its tracks. Well, this was looking bad for Almirante. Some bad decisions from EOD mixed with a correlation of great defense and decision-making from Almirante has put this into Almirante's favor. And now I have no idea what EOD is going to do to make a comeback here in this game. Starting to buy a bunch of bases, but again, you're against Cutter. They can deal with that pretty easily. Send a tank to one, send your army to the other, and you're usually pretty good to go. EOD could probably pick up that mini base as he does. But again, 25 population to 54. No Kinsano Cyclops that I can see. It looks like she's actually being built on the mini base. He actually sacked a pad for that. And EOD trying now just to survive. He does have a node. He's got a little bit of an eco coming in, but Almirante, I think he might just close air support that main and close out this game.
Nightingale here. Show me where you want.
Supply pad constructed. Our base is under attack.
Watchtower constructed.
Okay, big drop on the edge here. Don't know what that was for. Like, why put it there? I guess you want to clean up the mini base. Yeah, we've got the Flame Hog coming in. Could Inferno the base again, but I don't even know if that would do. You'd probably kill these 2 pads, and that's it. Y ability coming down. Cyclopses are here, but they're getting taken up by that drop turret. Y ability coming in for Kinsano Cyclops. EOD is going to go Tech 3. If he gets the Tech 3 hero upgrade, she actually turns into quite the monster.
Nightingale ready. Let me know where I'm needed. Supply pad constructed. Base complete.
More and more Gale starting to be pumped out, just trying to keep himself alive, keep himself in that winning position. However, if Almirante loses that Expo, that's big. And here we go. We've got the close air support on the main. EOD now needs to spam watchtowers, essentially. And probably bring back the hero, I would assume. You need something. I don't know what it's going to be. I mean, it's 45 population to 78 with a close air support on your main. I'd like to think that this game is over and EOD is about to take the first L of this series. But you really never know. Chokes do happen. Yeah, EOD's entire base is just gone. He's got... I don't even know why he's building watchtowers. There's nothing to save. There's no pad. He's got the one heavy pad left. The base is certainly going to die.
Our base is under attack.
Supply pad constructed. The enemy has captured our power node.
EOD is really under some impression that
I'm fighting up ground troops over
he's got this. He is doing I'm looking at the mini-map, and he's doing a good job holding that.
having a little fun with an enemy vehicle.
Oh, Ami's almost got enough for his big drop again. Yeah, using the Spartan to swat away the Kinsano Cyclops here. Not a bad idea. Ooh, runs it into the ODST mine. Not the best micro there by EOD. And here comes the rest of the army. I think Kinsano Cyclops is now weak enough to be taken out, but she's going to run to that high ground just to try to stay alive just a little long. Maybe get that shield back up and running. Spartan's going to run that way, and the Kinsano Cyclops forced down this way. into this army here with no shield. Easily could be rammed to death here, and that's actually what's going to happen. Cansano Cyclops is going to go down. Turret drop, but the Spartan is here to finish it off. Boop. EOD's new main is down to about a third of its HP, and the ODSTs are probably going to take that out. EOD does not have anything on the field. He has no money. He has no resources. He's got nothing. EOD buys another base. He almost takes out the mini, and he should get it. Spartan's going to come in here, though.
Mini-base complete. Leader power ready.
He has to get this tank out of this army. It's just slowing him down.
Supply pad upgrade.
And yeah, EOD decides to resign. And Almirante gets the first win of the series, putting the series at 3-1 in EOD's favor. Can Almirante get the reverse sweep? I guess we're going to find out. Wait. Fault, right? Yeah. Alright guys, if you're enjoying the stream, do me a favor and hit that follow button. If you want to help support the stream, you can donate or subscribe using the links in the chat. You can also gift subs, bits, anything and everything helps out tremendously here on the channel. Remember guys, I could not have these show matches without your support, so big shout out to Chris Mode for the $5 as well as to Egg for the 100 bits. Really, really appreciate it. And when you guys support this channel, you are directly supporting the Halo Wars 2 community as a whole. Ah, looks like they've swapped roles here with the leaders. Interesting from the Frontier game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the South, in the blue, currently up 3-1. If he wins this series, it's all over. It is EOD Spartan Seb playing as Forge. On the other side, in the red, we have Almirante 99 working on a reverse sweep here, playing as Yap Yap with a generator first. Interesting. All right, so we've got the cannon fodder coming in. Needed a break from Lethal's audio. How's my audio, Reaper? Does it sound pretty good? I'm on my laptop setup. I'm doing my best. How do you rate my audio on a scale of 10 to 10? You can say 11. I'll accept that. So we've got Almirante now continuing to spam fodder with a gen first, which is weird. A gen first is Yap against Forge. I guess if your only plan is to spam fodder. Thanks for the raid, Lethal. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a nice comeback here on Halo Wars 2. I was actually wondering where you went a while back. I was asking people, but nobody knew. Someone told me you died. And obviously, I didn't think that was true, but it was kind of a weird answer. EOD, now 9 population. Almirante's 40. Keep in mind that 40 population is still just a bunch of fodder inside Almirante's main queued up, and the population that is on the field is also fodder. Have we seen a mine dropped? I don't think so. At the moment, it seems to be just pure fodder right now as he goes into a Gen 1st, Gen 5th build. Has not picked up his back mini base yet. He's actually, looks like he's just trying to mind game EOD into him thinking he's bought all the mini bases, because I think he bought this, then sold it, bought this, then sold it, and now he's bought that and then sold that and then rebought it. Very, very weird. But it gets the job done. He gets his double gen and he gets his late mini base. EOD also finally putting up his own generator. And we've got the rabbit now going to go through the teleporter. Nope. Oh, yep. Nope. Yep. And he's going to come back on through. Almirante getting those pads up and running. As Almi continues to make nothing but cannon fodder on the field. We still have yet to see a mine drop, which I'm not a fan of. Usually, you want to keep dropping those mines, guys. Just put them in places you know your opponent's eventually going to have to go. On a ramp, in a choke, next to a node, in front of their base. Just place them. At the end of the day, they have to trade units that cost money for your very, very cheap mines that produce units for you as well. More and more fodder. He's going for an armory. Okay, I was going to say armory tech 1, but he's going to be tech 2, so he'll be able to get the grunt goblins out along with their upgrades. So something you can actually do is just build fodder, get your 3rd gen on tech 2, spam out your heroes, and then you just go into tech 3 and start building wraiths. Wraith Reaver with your hero, and then eventually get your expo up, start pumping out some engineers as support, and then you're good to go. I mean, there's really nothing your opponent can really do to stop that unless they are being aggressive early. And just like that, that's the reason you want to get those units up like that, those mines. Rushing tier 3 is bad versus Forge. I would normally agree, but if your opponent's not going to punish you for it, there's never a reason not to. Or there's never a bad angle there. Like, if you're able to do it, then do it. It's not terrible. And I say you're saying it's bad against Forge, not necessarily. I mean, if you get up a bunch of grunt goblins, tech 3, you have wraiths, you have engineers. There's nothing the Forge can do at that point. Yeah, they'll drop in their Kodiaks with their Forge Hog, but you've already got your engineers up, you've got your leaders, you can even mix in shrouds. If the Forge is unpunishing at all, if they want to sit on their base for 10 minutes and not punish you, then it's worth it. I understand that Forge can beat it very easily. That is not what I'm saying. You guys are like trying to twist my words. If the Forge sits on their base and techs and builds an expo and doesn't build units, it is bad. I don't know what you guys are trying to say. How it is not bad if the Forge is unpunishing. Unpunishing means not spamming units and running at your base with them. You guys are ridiculous. There are Forges that will literally sit on their base, build a couple of Hornets and a couple of Hogs, and sit there and run a mini-to-mini. And then they won't actually attack your Expos or your main and won't do anything and let Yap get up their death ball. I'm not saying that that is what's happening here, because we don't know. We don't know what's happening here. We don't know what EOD's plans are. And it looks like he is going for a 3rd gen with a garage. I'm not saying if your opponent does nothing, man. I'm saying if they do no aggression towards your main or your expo. And if they're waiting for like 10 minutes to actually do something, which a lot of players do. Aatrox is a perfect example of a high-tier player that will do nothing for 10 minutes. They'll build their leader, they'll build their expo, they'll put up 3 gens, and they'll just sit there for 10, 12, 15 minutes and not give a shit. It happens. All the time. Savior did it. If you're going forward and you're doing the drop style where you just rely on the drops and you, a little infantry ball with the Kodiaks, then the tier 3 rush would work. think Almy might be going for a drop here. I mean, obviously Grunt Dome doesn't make sense in this scenario because he's at the base offensively. I hate you, Mandalay.
Our base is under attack.
Dome makes more sense. I mean, it's good for the scatter and it's good for a little bit of DPS, but he's not going to get too much damage in. Also, I didn't see the Marauders. Wasn't really paying attention. Too busy looking at my fucking chat, arguing with hooligans. What in the hell? That's some grade A pathing right there. Alright, so Almirante is going to try to go after the expansion now, but there's already second turret coming up, first turret getting upgraded. Defensive ore coming in for the Forge Hog, and it's out in the middle of the map. And there's the drop. There's a scatter, but the engineer bubble along with the Yap Yap heal will counteract 99% of that. And it should be a free base kill. I don't see him being able to hold here. The Forge Hog does need to head home. If the Forge Hog is here, it could be sitting in the back, giving a defensive buff to the base, as well as doing damage with its own weaponry and its anvil round. .71 population to 46 in favor of Almirante 99. We actually got a beam coming in. And it looks like he is not hitting much of anything, but he does run him into the mines. And EOD trying to hold on to this Expo here. Not too much base damage left. He's got the two riders, but they're attacking the turret. Got a Gale here as well. Could have actually smoked this blob. Would have reduced that damage by quite a bit and may have even saved the turret. Forge Hog does get exploded upon by the methane wagon. Okay, so somehow EOD held the base. That wasn't really supposed to happen there. Reavers and Engineers starting to get built. Almirante's expansion is upgraded. Gotta watch out for a Grizzly drop play by EOD. One unupgraded turret, not really going to stop that, especially if Kodiaks are involved. So we're starting to mix in Wolverines with Hogs here. Taking out units as they come out, obviously that's pretty fantastic if you can do that. Almirante starting to pick up some nodes on the other side. Both players just trading double mini bases at the moment. Counteract, that's why we usually want to time that after your opponent uses their slam or hijack, then immediately drop in your Grizzlies. Try to time that nicely and you should be okay. I don't know what that was. Was that population or was that fortify? Alright, so that shield should help out against the Grizzly drop. It'll actually buy him a little bit of time. I wouldn't be surprised if Almi actually got like, please don't shoot me or something. He tends to do that a lot. Base is starting to get upgraded as well. It's going to make this base pretty tanky. As EOD does come across the middle of the map. Should definitely do something about these nodes if he can. He's got some Marines and Flamers and random garrisons. Could be using those. And he's going straight to the main. He actually can't afford a drop, nor does he have the population room. This attack's interesting. Not too much base damage here. He's got some more hogs. That's some more base damage for sure. Shield gen coming up 30 seconds. I don't know if he's got 30 seconds. He's got some... Oh, he's got engineers and he's got hunters. Should be okay. Yeah, he sees that shield come in. He wants to maybe get the gen kill and then get out of there. Grunt Dome comes down, saving that gen. Mines in the backfield. We'll have to either run away or run around this side here. Grunt Dome still has about a fourth left. losing a lot of hogs in the process, and the engineers will keep the extractor alive, trying to take on the shield generator on his way out. And here comes the rest of the Yap Armada. I think the Forge should have went out that way. He's going to get a gen kill. The engineers, unfortunately, for Almirante were actually all united away, and that cost him a gen. And now we have the EOD backing up. Fortified base level 2. EOD playing interesting style here, for sure. If he gets up enough turrets, obviously, the drop would just get shredded. Probably put up another turret. Yep, just another turret coming up on the main. 75 population to 73. Coming back in. I don't agree with that at all by EOD. Just, oh my god, the beam as well. And that's going to crush the force here from EOD. And the Hunter even picking off another one there. Oh my god. He's just going to run back around. EOD 50 population to 72 in favor, obviously, of Almirante, losing unit after unit after unit. Transitioning maybe into air, but no, but it's going to continue to be Warthogs. As he picks up another base, and his mini base is looking pretty good. Even took the node, as I previously suggested.
Shield tower constructed. Augmented extractor upgrade complete. Our base is under attack.
Fire base constructed. Supply pad upgrade complete.
Ooh, that's going to detonate. Boom. And there goes that node capture. Yap's death ball getting scarier and scarier by the moment. Almi has the other gen up. I'd like to see a population upgrade. Again, remember, he has Fortify. An anti-air turret, I think, would be fantastic here. And maybe an anti-vehicle turret. And I could see EOD holding this, actually, pretty easily. Fort 2 is no joke. And here comes the drop from Yap Almirante. He did get that population upgrade. I think EOD is holding on to Scatter. He's holding on for hopes and dreams here. Anti-air turret, as I suggested as well. Very important. Get rid of those support units. I don't know. We're going to see Grizzlies from EOD, I believe. He's trying to get the point right now. He's actually so close. Scatter bomb comes down. Not going to be enough, though. Almirante does slightly run back into it. He does have the point. Grizzlies will be coming in. How many Hunters are we looking at here? It's like 3 of them. Warthog support up in the back. Turrets doing what they can as well. And the air almost all gone. Anvil around no longer here. He's got the mines down. And it looks like he's sitting on top of them. He just gets out of the way there. The Warthog starts to run back. And he runs back into the mines. Grunt Dome comes down, actually slamming on top of the Grizzly and the Warthog. Warthog definitely in some trouble now as they run back into those turrets. And without the detection over here, he's got to run away. No more Warthog. Should be rebuilding that. Don't know where the armory is. Always actually got to hear Warthog being rebuilt. 30 seconds. Watchtower coming up on the base again. Keep in mind these turrets are fortified. They do more damage, and the base has more HP overall. And just like that, EOD has managed to hold, picking off a mini base as well, and taking nodes along the way. Nightingale starting to get built. EOD still rolling with his quad gen. Hasn't upgraded that 4th one yet. Continuing to build more and more vehicles. I'd like to see the Grizzly spam just for the shits and giggles, just as Thrasher suggested. Don't know if that's going to happen, though. So Almirante's like, oh, a free base kill. Let me just go take that real quick. Man, if EOD was Tech 3 and had a Tech 3 Warthog, I think things would be quite a bit different. Did he upgrade this base? Oh my god, don't tell me he's upgrading that one. Oh, don't do that. Okay, he's doing that. Tech 3 apparently just not important to him. That fortify is quite something, isn't it, guys? The base is taking no damage. Grizzly's on the high ground with the Forge Hog to support. Wolverine's in the back to help out. Could see some nice smokes here from the Gales, but nope, killed just a little too quick. More turrets getting built up on the base as well. Base has been upgraded, and there's a beam on top of the Grizzlies, but he's got mines. And loses the beam on top of the mines, taking those out. Almirante floating almost 4,000 blue and over 1,000 yellow. Anti-air turret putting in God's work on top of the engineer, as well as the Shroud, getting rid of those support units little by little. Surprise, probably level 2 ready to go as well. I'd like to see some more Gales out of EOD, possibly. Tech 3 obviously would be the most preferable thing right now, but we're just not seeing that. Even the pads that are not even fully built yet are hard to kill. Oh man, Kodiak's all the way in the back. Grunts from above level 2 ready to go. 97 population for EOD. Where did he get that? Okay, so somehow EOD has taken the population lead, and he's starting to put in some work here around the edges of the battlefield. Big drop coming in the back again. So they got 2 turrets here. They are fortified, but there's 2 of them. Engineer gets taken out. That gets taken out. No anti-vehicle with the anti-infantry turret. Will definitely put in some work here. And it looks like we're going to be seeing a attack on the other side. Tech 3 to Tech 2. EOD going to be getting caught. I don't like this fight for EOD at all. He will get rid of the Shroud. Scatter Bomb coming down. Of course, the Yap Yap heroes can heal their way out of this. Beavers jump out. Not too much damage done by that scatter, to be honest. EOD almost has enough for another Grizzly drop, though. It looks like both those turrets for EOD on his expansion have been taken out. Another pad ready to be put on there as well. Grunt Dome level 2 comes down with the mines. Those are going to detonate in a brutal fashion. Oh my god. On top of everything. Forge Hog taking a lot of damage. Well, the Kodiaks, I don't know what they're doing. Definitely should not be there. EOD has dropped a tremendous amount of population here. Should be using that hog to actually finish off the engineer. Finally going Tech 3. Warthogs continuing to get built. Forge's Warthog very, very weak. Does get its shield back though. And with the Yap Yap heal, all these units getting up to a nice full health mark. Warthog coming in, but there's so many hunters here that it can't stay under any circumstances. Kodiak shooting from afar here, just trying to get in as much damage as they can. EOD also now Tech 3 continuing to make Warthogs. Forge's Warthog should be getting its upgrade somewhere. If there's an armory up there, it is going to be in the corner. Gale trying to keep everything alive. Almi is just really missing base damage. Okay, he's finally starting to mix in race, but those vehicle upgrades, that's vehicle level 0 for sure. Alright, EOD built a Grizzly. There you go, Thrasher. There it is. Grizzly battalion ready to go for EOD as well. Actually taking out the race, believe it or not, that's really good. That is the majority of the base damage. More mines coming in now for the Forge. Actually going to run on top of those. Forge's Warthog still not upgraded though. Needs to get that final upgrade to become just that little bit more tanky. It's a dead Forge Hog. Kodiaks are putting in some good work. The problem seems to be, it's just these engineers. They're just keeping, he has so many, and they're just keeping everything alive. The Kodiaks are putting in a lot of damage though. Even with the engineer bubble and the support and the grunt goblins healing, Almirante's still taking a lot of damage and he has to run away. Oh my god. Forge's Warthog getting rebuilt. Mixing in Vulture and Wolverine. Almirante down to 53. Is he going Scarab? Scrab? I don't know what he's doing. To 93 pop. Where is it? That's not 93 pop. Absolutely not. There it is. Got more gens over here. So he's got the bunch of gens going on. He's got the Forge's Warthog. What's behind that? reinforcements level 2, so he's just going to continue to pop into Grizzlies. He's building Vultures and Wolverines.
Augmented extractor upgrade complete.
I don't like that EOD is getting away from his base here, and that's not good. Love the anti-air turret, though. And here comes the big drop from Almirante back up to max population. Here comes some Vultures. And the Forge's Warthog Tech 3 ready to go. Grunt Dome probably going to drop that in soon. Maybe he'll wait for that Scatter Bomb. And there it is, the Grunt Dome now as well. Scatter Bomb coming down. Grunt Dome does not last very long. It has to drop in a second one. And the base starts taking heavy damage. Forge's Warthog could come in here to give that base a defensive buff. And here comes the beam on top. Now, beam level 2, in fact, even putting it on the base a little bit just to guarantee that kill. And just like that, the expansion for EOD has been taken out. However, Almirante's army is taking a tremendous amount of damage. Vehicle drop ready to go for EOD yet again. Please don't shoot me has been activated. Let's see who's got the draw and the trigger finger here for the expansion buy. Kodiak's going to be starting to posture forward. Let's take a look here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thrasher, I hope you got your popcorn, my man. Oh no.
What happened? Your
What's
balls
happening?
drop off? Hmm? If you're good at something, never do it for free.
My little Pogba.
Yo, guys, thank you so much. Between Egg and Chris mode, you guys have almost paid for half the show match, so I really appreciate that. That means I can have another one soon. Oh boy, Almirante coming out with the Scarab. But you know what's funny? These Grizzlies almost have as much HP as the Scarab. Yo, huge shout out to Egg, as well as to Chris mode for the support today. Both of you with $5 donations. Really, really appreciate that. Oh, Salty with a sub as well. Thank you so much. Vehicle upgrade level 3. We're about to see the Grizzlies make their mark on the map here. I would love to see some Gales mixed in, obviously, but it looks like we're not seeing that right now. Got a lot of Kodiaks on the field, too. Grunt Riders coming in for a pick-off here. There's one Kodiak, maybe in range. I really appreciate the support, guys. Without you, we would not be able to have these show matches. Remember that your guys' support is what makes these possible. All support to this channel directly supports the community as a whole with show matches and tournaments, as well as paying for my food so that I can cast. Oh, and there we go. Combat salvage on the Grizzlies. I want him to have the Grizzly upgrade just for shits and giggles. Oh my god. Where's his army at? Oh, the heavy guns. Does he have EMP for those? If he had EMP for those, it'd actually be pretty good, but he doesn't.
Raid camp constructed.
Look at this armada. Where's the Gales? Mix those in there. Oh, you're actually right, Car. Stanchion with these Grizzlies would be disgusting. Guys, he got the Y ability for the Grizzlies. No way. He's gonna make it rain on the Grizzly with his rockets. Oh my god. How can you tell he has the Y? Look at the bottom left of the screen. Look, he's got the Y ability is next to the Grizzly. He's got the Y ability. Look at these poor hunters trying to fight. I like the spread. Should be smoking the Scarab here with the Gale. These Kodiaks are making it rain. Grunt Dome comes down. Look how long it takes to kill one Grizzly. Here comes the beam. He's gotta get the Forchog to move. UD dropping population rapidly. Could just drop in some more Grizzlies if he wants. Looks like Heavy Metal comes down. Scatter Bomb coming in as well. Y abilities for the Yap Yap heroes probably. There they are. And here comes the Yap Yap drop. Big boy drop coming in. It looks like EOD is saving up just a little bit for his own Grizzly drop here. Forchog very, very weak. There's actually not too much left. It looks like the Grizzly spam is going to lose EOD this game. Everyone blame Thrasher for making him do it. Oh, man. You know what? EOD was a good sport. He was a good sport going Grizzlies for the boys. I'll give him that. But unfortunately, he is 100% going to lose the game because of it. How much money is it for? A bunch. Donate me money so we can put more for more show matches. He just used the Y ability. Wow. So Almirante making a comeback here. 2-3 now. If you guys are enjoying this stream, do me a favor and hit that follow button. If you want to help support the stream, you can donate or subscribe using the links in the chat. I think we're going to see some Trox on Ashes. That's my prediction. We're going to see a Trox or maybe an Elite or something. I don't think we're going to... The only UNSC you usually see on Ashes is Forge, and they've both used it already. Huge shout out to Egg for the $5 and the 100 bits, Mr. Too Salty for the sub, as well as to Chris Mode for the $5. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate it. If you guys are out there and you want to help support as well, you can donate or subscribe using the links in the chat. Donations, subs, bits, all of that right now just goes towards show matches in the future. Obviously, I've been away for a while. The support's been lower, and I know that's my fault. I'm on a laptop. I don't have my normal setup. I'm not streaming as much. But for those that do still support, even though I'm not home, I really appreciate it. And so does the community, and so do the players that play these show matches for you guys. Ooh, Pav Daddy. Expected a Trox, but and an Elite. I got it half right. Alright, looks like Almirante here going for a Gen second. With RB on the other side, we have EOD Spartan Zep currently up 3-2, playing as Pav Daddy. Opening up with some choppers. We got a little grunt tussle here in the middle. Looks like EOD will win that as the Ghost comes all the way to the side. Almirante trying to pick up the side yellows because he knows he couldn't win that battle there. Something I need to point out, if you're going to go for an earlier gen, you don't have to grab all the yellow immediately. That's just pure greed at that point. Very interesting. Where's the chopper? Why did it come down here? I mean, at the end of the day, I guess. I mean, he got the grunt kill, which he shouldn't have been able to get, but he did get it. He did, however, lose a grunt. You're not supposed to lose a grunt when you're a brute leader with a chopper against a ghost leader at the start. That's not supposed to happen, but somehow it did. EOD going for a Gen 4th as well to allow him to buy more units as well as mini bases here early on in the game. What is that chopper doing? So this yellow is all going to get grabbed by Almi. He even picked up some of the yellow in the middle before getting his grunt taken out. Chopper's going to go in for a little bit of a ram here. Almost runs into his own rally flag, which would have been funny. This grunt will get taken out. The Ghost, I don't think it wants any problems, so just completely ignores this fight. Almirante wiggling his grunt just a little bit, trying to keep it alive, and the chopper will soak up the remainder of that yellow. And it looks like EOD is like, you know what? That's fine. I'm just going to build 2 gens. Not the best placement for your gens as Pav. Normally you want your 2 gens at least here and here or on the same side at the very least. This placement is just weird. This placement is fine for later in the game, because you can burn out your back 5 pads. But even then, it's better just to have your gen here. That way you can burn out these 4, and then later you burn out these 5. Little ghost ramp coming. This chopper is doing God's work. It's killed 2 grunts, and if not, it's about to maybe kill a ghost as well. And the ghost actually made a mistake. It actually can outrun the chopper, but he decided to go off to the side instead. He could lose this chopper to the ground. He's got to wiggle it. Why is he just running in a straight line? And he actually will get away, albeit slightly. Suicide Grunt Skitter spam dies to Scout spam. Horrifically. Second gen now getting upgraded. Almirante going straight across the map with the Arbiter. This is some Aatrox stuff. Look at the choppers coming back in, trying to get in some damage, helping out that Grunt. And I gotta say, I mean, even though he lost that Grunt there earlier and didn't do too well in the yellow pickup, he did get the most of the cylinder, but as a brute, you should be getting more. I like what he's done so far in the game. He's got his double gen up. He's got the burnout going. Again, he's only burned out 3 pads, unfortunately. But he's got the mini bases, and of course, he's got the burnout on 2 upgraded gens. And with all those kills he got earlier, it's pretty good. Now you gotta micro these choppers. I know with lag it's a little harder. Hey, what's up, Blinks? Oh my god. Blinks, where have you been, buddy? I haven't seen you in years. Good to have you back, man. Good to have you back. Hope you're doing well, sir. For those that don't know, Blinks was the guy that made like the original Halo Wars 2 anniversary trailer. He also made me some graphics and stuff back in the day. Dude is a super talented guy, and he used to support my stream all the time. The guy was an absolute goat, and he's more of a goat now. Absolute goat. Ghosts continue to get spammed down for Almy, but I think EOD just kind of wants to go Tech 2. He did lose a gen, though, and he upgraded 3 pads, so losing the gen may be a problem. He's got the upgrade on the choppers. Watch out for these mines. Don't run into those. RBC's just trying to run back and forth around the mines. Doesn't want to lose his units. The ghosts do not have their shields yet. So the chopper's doing pretty good work here. He's got the JPBs to help out as well. That was actually a really good stun. Really good stuns for these JPBs. The RB will have its Y ability back soon and its shield. That'll be able to get back into the fight. JPP's doing what they can, but of course the RB is just smacking them down. Buying those choppers time to get up more and more numbers. Second gen is back up and running, getting its upgrade. Almirante also on 2 gens. He's going into Tech 2! Oh my god, he's beating Pav to Tech 2! No way. Well, he's only got 1 upgraded pad, but still he got his leader. He built enforcers. He upgraded the leader. That's crazy. EOD is just so tremendously behind now. I think not having the gens in the proper place really messed him up because he was only able to burn out 1 of those pads, whereas he could have burnt out 2 of them, which would have given him a lot more money for more choppers, more JPBs, and whatnot. A lot of choppers on the field, but Almirante is now Tech 2. If he wanted, he could just go into Phantoms right now, put like 1 Hunter in it with Enforcers, and then just push EOD's base, and there'd be nothing EOD could do at that point.
We are being fired on from the air.
RB will probably hit Tech 2 soon. Yeah, he's going to go straight for the armory here. Once that RB's Tech 2, it can fight a tremendous amount of units on Tech 1 and 2.
Our base is under attack. They're sending vehicles after us.
JPB jumping over to the mini base, but that's going to get taken out by the RB. It does manage to get his own mini base back, which I'm pretty sure he's pretty happy about. EOD also going into Tech 2. He's going to have his next leader point. I don't know what he's going to grab. It could be Rain of Fire. It could be Pav Stand. I'm sorry, the heal. I think the heal is the best point because you can mix that with your Lich, making it an absolute beast. Shield Gen on the front. I don't know about that one. We'll see what happens. Got a little infantry blob going across to the expansion. Could build Pav Daddy possibly. See what happens. The chopper sees the gen, but it's not going to be able to do anything about it. JPBs, though, coming across. Losing all of his choppers to a single leader. Oh, my God. JPBs jump in. Too little, too late. Generator goes up. Ghosts are here to defend. And the RB doesn't even go back towards it because he knows he's fine. Enforcer drop coming in as well. EOD is on what we would call the struggle bus. Still doesn't even have his final pad on his main. And only one JPB remains. Got a couple there by the teleporter. There goes yet again another mini base down. Almirante is cleaning house here. RB is Tech 2 now as well. No idea what EOD is going to do. It looks like he's going to be going into the Banshee transition as Pav. Now, this is some hetchy stuff. Normally, you don't want to go, as I stated earlier in this series, when you have something like a Lich on your third point, which is an air unit, you don't want to spam air before you do that because it just gives your opponent a free excuse to build anti-air, which is going to help them easily deal with the Lich. What the thing with the Lich is, normally you want to build either infantry or vehicles because your opponent has to deal with all those, and then the Lich drops in out of nowhere and they're completely unprepared. And let's see, they're going to the main. There's 3 turrets in the main, but no shield. He's trying to build now. It might be a little late. Marauders are getting picked off left and right. Pav Daddy is out, unupgraded. I think the Arbiter could literally solo this army. Shield Gen coming up on the main for EOD. He just tried to leash it, but then he all united and messed up his leech, his paint, his target painter. Shield Gen comes up onto the main now. More and more Banshees starting to get produced. I don't know what the real play is. I mean, he's cleaning up a lot of the infantry, I suppose. Almirante's got his own expo coming in. JPBs are just sitting here on hold ground stance. They probably could have killed that base by now. I'm not even joking. He is dead set focused on killing that Arbiter. Actually gets a nice slow with the Marauders. And the RVY ability will only last a little bit longer. Plasma Bolt comes on. Doesn't actually hit anything. Takes out the air pad. Pav Daddy is here. He's got his Tech 2 upgrade, so he does a lot more damage now. JPBs. Oh, look, they're finally getting into the fight. Too little, too late, in my opinion. Are we going to see a Lich? I'd Lich the main. I'd throw that Lich on the main. I'd attack the Expo and Lich the main. Oh, you don't want to let that RB go. Yep, Marauders are going to clean that up. That's actually really nice. So what he wants to do now is he wants to come over here, Lich the main, and attack the Expo. If he does that, he might just be able to make something happen. He's got the leader point. He simply just needs to click on it. Liching the Expo and attacking the Expo would guarantee maybe the Expo kill, but I like the two-pronged attack here. I think it would work. If he has the heal as well, anyway. EOD's ready. He's got all this stuff. There are so many Reavers. And this is what I was talking about, guys. If you go Banshees, this is the problem you're going to run into. Your opponent's going to have a bunch of Reavers ready to go for that Lich. Building Grunts. Shield coming up. And there's the Lich. So he's going to be mixing up his army, going for a single-pronged attack. I guess it will work out. He's got Pav Daddy to help out. Engineers here, too. I mean, when I said he should Lich the main, do a two-pronged attack, there weren't that many Reavers on the field. But so attacking all together here is probably the best bet now. I would agree with that. What's going on, Shaq? Hope you're having a great day, sir. And we've got the Reavers now coming in for defense. But now look at this. The main is completely fine. You got the drop coming in. He's got nothing back at home to defend. And this expert's going to die, probably. You got COVID. We'll survive, Scope. Be a man. Well, that shield gen lasted about 0.2 seconds. Pad Daddy's on the way home. If he can get home and get his engineer on top of the visual repair drone on top of the base, should be able to hold on. Not too much base damage here. Got to focus down those elites for sure. So much Reavers. You just can't build air anymore. And all he's got is an air pad. Almirante holding on to the mini count for sure here as he goes into Tech 3. Pav Daddy, as good as he is, I think the Reavers alone will be able to take him out here with conduit support. Wow. Plasma Bolt ready as well. Probably just going to nail the base with it, because why not? I think UD will be rebuilding that leader. 36 seconds, base is locked. But again, this is he's building air. There's 10 Reavers out here. I'm over exaggerating, obviously, but you get the point. It's a cute base. And that's going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, Almirante has climbed out of this deficit. While it was looking like a sweep for EOD, Almirante says he will not go quietly into the night. He will not panic. He will not falter. He is ready to go to Game 7. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the final game of the series. The winner of this takes it all. Either EOD will close out the series or Almirante will come in with a nice reverse sweep. This is what dreams are made of. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have enjoyed the stream thus far, do me a favor and hit that follow button. If you want to help support the stream, you can donate or subscribe using the links in the chat. You can also gift subs, bits, anything and everything helps out tremendously here on the channel. Remember, guys, when you donate or support to this channel, you're supporting the community directly, because this is how we fund show matches and tournaments and events and things like that. Doing my best with what I got, guys. Ooh, we got a Shippy Trox game. Don't know what just happened. Blue team victory. Almirante quit. Why? Maybe his controller or something messed up. Nothing better than a Game 7 indeed. Huge shout out again to Egg for the $5, Mr. Too Salty for the sub, Egg for the 100 bits, and to Chris Mode for the $5. That almost pays for about half of this show match, so really appreciate it, guys. And Almirante just messaged me or something. Alright, ready to go. Almirante thought he double picked, but he did not. Well, guys, this is it. Prepare your anus. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a Game 7 here. Fasten your seatbelts, get something to drink, get a little snack, because it's about to be a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, in the South, going for their legendary reverse sweep. It is Almirante 99, playing as Atriox. On the other side, in the blue, we have EOD Spartan Seb, playing as Shipmaster. This is, of course, as always, Tournament Rift. Alright, guys. Here we go. Let's see what EOD decides to do. No pads coming up. He's still floating. Maybe he wants to buy a quick mini. I don't know what he's deciding here. It looks like he has managed to steal a mini base on his opponent's side. Almirante not going to be too happy about that. However, he is getting a lot of the yellow on the map, but it looks like EOD, being a cheeky little guy with his grunt, taking the yellow, while Almirante takes the yellow on his opponent's side. EOD now getting up his Gen 3rd, probably going to pick up his mini bases. Doesn't want his opponent to be able to get those away from him. And it looks like the grunt for EOD in the garrison just tickling the grunt of Almi. Almi trying to get as much resource as possible before getting that grunt out of there. Unfortunately, he isn't microing. When you lose a squad member while it's being attacked, it'll actually retarget. Let's check on things here. EOD putting up some more pads. Almirante going for an armory on the front. The question is Almirante going for an early game control, which would be Chopper chosen, or is he going to go for an early game kill, which would be JPB chosen, with some choppers if he wants? I guess we're going to find out. EOD going for his own honor guard, so I would assume, or I would employ Almirante to go for choppers with their upgrades. He could go engineers. There's a few things you can do. Choppers are a better bet. Engineers, maybe with their Sui or whatever it is you want to do. We'll see what happens in the mid-map here. As the Chosen does come out. Almirante just now getting an Expo. If he's got Fortify 2 or Fortifications, whatever you want to call it 2, he can actually pick up an Expo here and it wouldn't be detrimental to him at all. He could actually play the Uno reverse card on EOD because EOD loves buying bases as Atriox. So what I would like to see out of Almirante is him actually buying bases back.
They dare fire upon me.
Alright, Chosen's going to head straight across the map. More grunts. We've got the plasma rounds. Air pad. Interesting. Very rarely do I actually see the air pad played because normally you're afraid of the grunts killing your engineers quickly. Chosen's coming across. Of course, there is no detection, guys, so the honor guard with its upgrade will be able to slice and dice up this army very easily for a little while until the engineers actually make their way onto the map to support that Chosen. But if EOD gets up enough grunts and can take out the engineers, your boy can cloak up and he should be fine. Almi now going for an expansion. JPB is going to start coming out for EOD. This is like a really weird turn of events. Normally it's the Trox that's got the JPBs, but it will now be the Shipmaster. Still no nodes for either player, almost 4 minutes in. Don't like the Ghost from EOD. That's going to be just a terrible play against what Almi's doing. Defense with NGs and turrets and Chosen. Honor guards coming in here with absolutely no backup. He's trying to take out some grunts, I guess. I would take out the chopper first. I was going into a kill animation. That's why I want to kill that too first as well. Honor guard has lost its shield entirely. JPB starting to come in, but I think the engineer with the Chosen can kill just about everything here. Oh man. 2 engineers. Now the grunts doing what they can, but unfortunately the engineers will get away. Honor guard trying to get its shield back, but it's actually getting taken damage here from that grunt at the time. And the engineers are now going to come back. The grunts are over here. You need to use those grunts if you can on top. He did not get the shield back on the leader. Wiggle, wiggle. Oh, he actually cloaks up the engineer. Not close enough. Still does not have his shield back. Ooh. Chosen does so much damage. Still no nodes for either player. EOD trying to pick up an expansion here. More grunts getting built. He does have a double gen. Almirante's got an expansion now with a turret coming up. And with that, I don't think there's anything that EOD can do to fight this right now. He's going to play some more defense. Playing at Trox's house is never a good idea early. Fighting Trox on his side of the map early is just a very, very dangerous thing to try to attempt. And it looks like Trox is like, you know what? I held that pretty easily. Took minimal casualties. I think he lost like a grunt or 2. And now he's going to come across the map. He did manage to pick up a node, so EOD's pretty happy with himself there. The expansion just now coming down. Should have had more nodes way earlier. Unfortunately for him, not happening here. And it looks like EOD is like, you know what? If this is how you want to play, this is how we're going to play. And EOD doing the out-of-the-box move, which is offense. Now, keep in mind, Almi does not have DPS for bases. He's got the Chosen and a Grunt. Choppers aren't going to help. Engineers obviously aren't going to help. So we need to see defense here out of Almi, not offense. But this is buying EOD time to get his own expo ups with turrets and possibly Tech 2. Almirante, though, already going Tech 2, guys. Here comes some choppers, which could easily be dispatched by that honor guard if it microed correctly, and it looks like he is. But here comes that Chosen already here. We'll get a nice kill on the generator, though, as the honor guard picks off another chopper. Grunts and JPB and the honor guard are just going to head towards the back. Chosen going to chase him down. Tech 2 is up for Almi. No upgrade coming in, though, of course. He did lose that gen. I wonder what EOD's plans are. He could beam. If he wants to beam, he could beam. Let's see. He's upgrading the base before going Tech 2. I don't like that at all. And he's going to beam. He's beaming with the JPBs. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He doesn't have Bulwark because he used it, and he kills the Chosen. And he's going to go after the Engineers. He pops an NG. Oh, my God. Holy shit. What a JPB play. And the honor guard lived in everything. And he's got more coming. Atriox is Chosen, 29 seconds out. EOD trying to do some damage here while he can. One second.
Augmented harvester upgrade complete. Leader point earned.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. And we got a counter beam coming now in for Almirante on top of the JPB. He's going to be taking those out. Very nice counter attack here. Thrasher, my mom walked in the room. Relax. Nothing I can do. It looks like the generator is actually going to survive, which is fantastic for Almi here. He needs to keep doing that, though. And it looks like the Engineers are running away. I don't know what they're running away from. There's really no anti-air damage here. He needs to stay on top of these generators. Oh, he's trying to kill the gen. He's actually going to get it. 24 population, very equal right now. 1 no to none. And he's got 3 gens up now, but still sitting on a lowly Tech 1. Doing what he can here, chasing this down. Engineers of his own. Honor Guard slicing up that Chosen. Ranger starting to come in. He needs to extract, he needs to get out of there, and he does. Nice extraction after getting in tremendous damage, allowing him to actually get enough to Tech 2, as well as get up his expansion. 4 mini bases to none. He needs to come down here and get his own node back as well. Stars, I've casted a perfect series. Why don't you relax? I haven't done any cuts. I haven't gone to get a drink. I haven't done nothing. I've just gone game, cast. And I've had no downtime. Relax. Alright, it looks like the Grunt now going to be taking that node as well as the War Council comes online on the expansion. Can you rewind on this? You cannot. I'm sorry. I know it's not YouTube where you can rewind. A lot of people have actually been telling me that they miss some features of YouTube. I never thought I'd actually... I never thought I'd actually hear that. Someone say they miss a YouTube feature. But, yeah, that's one thing from YouTube that was fantastic. When I was streaming on there, you could rewind. And it looks like the minibase for EOD finally going to get taken out. 35 population to 22. Almirante does have 3 upgraded gens, but so does EOD Spartan Seb. And he hasn't lost any gens this game. Picking up node after node, base after base now as well. Honor Guard needs to get some upgrades. I think a Tech 3 Honor Guard would be absolutely fantastic. Garage now coming up on the main. Airpad coming up for Almirante on the expansion. Turrets coming online. Marauder starting to get built. Curious to see what EOD's plans are. Marauder starting to get built here. Reavers on the main. Not sure what EOD wants to do. Is he going to go Tech 3 or is he going to stay Tech 2? Honor Guard slicing and dicing up the mini base. It looks like Almirante going to go for an attack here. Probably going to try to take out that grunt in the garrison and stick his chosen or a ranger in there, which would cause some problems. I would assume EOD has displacement to get rid of this army if he does feel in danger, but of course he's got a double spirit support army here, which is so gross against the ground units. Honestly, I think this double spirit support is so good. Even the Chosen is going to struggle against this. I mean, the vehicles are going to get melted, and the 2-2-star Rangers are just going to melt the infantry, and then you've got the Engineers to keep it alive and reduce the damage in the Marauders to slow everything down. Even the mighty Chosen shouldn't be in this fight right now, and he actually teleports away. Could displace him back into the army, which would indeed finish him. Oh, he actually teleports on top, so he's not messing around at all here. Bulwark gets inside the garrison. Don't know how well that's going to work out. We'll keep him alive for just a little bit longer. The Chosen losing a lot. We've actually got a beam coming on top of Almirante's army. Counter beam coming in on top of EOD's army. Trying to keep that Chosen alive. He's actually going to take out most of the army. Both heroes fall. 40 population now to 28 in favor of EOD. And just like that, all the engineers from EOD are going to keep his army alive. And just like that, EOD is closing in on what could be a very nice victory for him. He doesn't have much base damage here. Keep that in mind. Not much base damage at all for EOD. Let's look at the garages. Nothing really coming out here. We've got the Honor Guard. Tech 3 maybe? A Tech 3 going to be on the way, so we're going to see a Wraith spam, as you should, in this Banished Mirror. Marauder's starting to come online as well. We've got the Hunters, and we've got Reavers. He's got everything he needs. He's got the nice little support ball. This is what we call a miniature Burke army. All counter units, no base damage. And with the Marauders coming out, we're going to see the Honor Guard coming. He'll probably get his Tech 3 upgrade. He's getting vehicle upgrade level 1 as well. EOD is now Tech 3. The race will be coming. And I don't know what Almirante is going to do. Almirante also Tech 3, though. Isn't he going to get a Tech 3 Chosen and Wraiths of his own? There's no way he's going for a Scarab, right? No. Wait, did he just get... Oh my god, he got rid of the armory before upgrading his hero. Oh no! No, Almy, what do you... Does he not know he's Tech 3? He has to know. That's why he's building foundries. What has he done? What have you done? One of the most important upgrades in Halo Wars 2 is upgrading that thing to Tech 3. It goes from beast to just powerhouse monster. Unseen Blade is here. That's going to make that Honor Guard a beast. Cloak or no cloak, that thing is going to start doing a lot of damage. The Marauders can slow it down, though, for sure. And now we've got the Marauders coming up in the back. Spirit support ready to go for EOD. Need some population room. Almirante might actually be saving up for a Scarab. But he doesn't have an armory. Nope, he changed his mind. He's actually going to start going into something else now. Where did his population just go? I'm so... No, that was EOD that went up. I don't even know what's happening anymore. I'm so confused. I don't think he meant to do this. I think he meant to have an armory up, and he doesn't have... Yeah, look at this. Huge mistake. Here comes the fight on the front line. The Wraith spam is beginning. He's got very nice vehicle upgrades behind this as well. Almirante just hoping for a Scarab play here. Spirit support coming down. Almirante's Expo. And he's actually got an ERAD coming down. No engineer bubbles. Not going to matter. That is an ERAD. And the Spirit support along with the Wraith gets absolutely evaporated. 32 population to 58. Almirante holding strong here. Could actually buy a Scarab once he gets that yellow back that he did spend on top of that ERAD. Alright. We've got a bunch of Wraiths coming out. Hunters, they're just getting swatted away. Rifled barrel finally coming in. Base has been destroyed. EOD. He's got a Wraith doing good amounts of damage here. Honor Guard picks up the mini base. Almirante again saving up for a scare, but actually doesn't have the population. He actually has to go purposely lose a unit here. He has a blister back on defense. That's going to be annoying for EOD. What are his plans? It looks like vehicle upgrade and raid. He's just going to continue on with what he's already doing. Yeezy, if you're subbed to my YouTube, you will see this. This is a Game 7. This will be on YouTube soon. I just posted the Cars versus Almirante as well. As long as you're subbed to my YouTube, you will see all the series. If they're any good, they're going on YouTube. 5 months? What do you mean the Cars one was uploaded in like a couple of weeks? That wasn't that bad. Alright, Yeezy. You get someone to drop $1 right now. I'll have it uploaded today. $1. That's right. Complete and utter sellout over $1. 100 pennies. Exception, not the rule. Facts. Honor Guard is just clapping. Got a 1-star on it already. Oh my god. Does Almi know what's happening? Does he realize he's just getting abused? Oh yeah, he just ran his chosen in there. Yeah, but he's getting abused in the back by that Honor Guard. And Scarab in 40 seconds. This is gonna get interesting. Would you want a Star Wars STS game? I think they're making one, but it's not going to be for console probably, so I'm not going to care too much. Blisterback just shelling down from afar here. Honor Guard slicing up the Marauder. 79 population to 75. The big bad Scarab dropping into the battlefield. And we've got the Hunter and we've got the Reaver doing what they can. And another Wraith coming out as well. 85 population to 75. Almirante should be getting his population upgrade now as well. I think he's waiting for his shield and he's just going to run in and maybe attack the Reaver or something. Scarab's like, oh look, free base kill. Now, normally, shield is better first, but in this case, cloak would be better. Base at about half HP. There's no way he can save this. He just doesn't have anything. Yeah, he just cancels the shield. That's a nice play, but Almi could lose. He's got Unbreakable Bulwark. So I don't think he'll lose the Scarab. Oh, advanced cloaking. That's interesting. Unbreakable. There's the Unbreakable. I don't know why he would stop the Scarab, though. Maybe he really thinks he's going to win this fight. Possible. EOD could drop in Spirit Support here, and he is. And a Beam. He's going all out. He is just. He wants the Scarab dead. He's actually melting the Chosen. Could teleport it. Scarab's in trouble, though. I think it should make it to the base. There's actually no shield on the base. It's just a cloak. Those Wraiths are finally coming in. They need to get in here to help out for sure. Honor Guard coming in as well. Scarab's got to run all the way to the Expo because there's no shield on the main. And just like that, the Scarab's actually going to survive. EOD. Oh no, EOD. He spent it all. He blew his load. Oh no. Spirit Support, advanced cloaking, and it wasn't enough. The Scarab survives. Oh my god. He's walking out with the Scarab. He's got a lot of faith in these two turrets in this blisterback. UD trying to repop. Not working out too well. Is that going to be a cloak? It's going to be a shield. This is going to be interesting. The Hunters need to be here, not the Wraiths. Wraiths obviously as well, but the Hunter's going towards the base while The Wraith's hunted down. Not sure how well this is going to work out for him at all, if at all. Shield will come up. That's going to buy him a second, I guess. Shield halfway on. Beam coming down on top of EOD's Wraiths. Oh my god. Gets underneath the shield, but still took a lot of damage there. And kills another one. EOD continuing to pump. He's got the expansion back up. Does not have it upgraded, nor does he have pads on it. Chosen's inside the garrison. That's going to be really hard to dislodge. He needs to get a lot of DPS on top of that. Honor Guard's 2 stars. It's obviously very powerful. And oh, he displaced him. He can teleport out of that, right? I guess he doesn't want to. It's actually a lot of really good damage. He can afford to use leader powers like that. Almirante can't afford to lose units. Where is that Scarab going? There's no way he did that on purpose. That had to be a mistake. Yeah, he's like shielding up. He's like, what were you doing? Man, those 2 blister backs are just shelling him down. No engineers here either to engineer bubble up as he pressures. 81 population to 98 for EOD. He's rebuilding up on the expansion, trying to get done what he can. He still does not have 120 pop as his option yet. No population upgrade. These Wraiths are all so weak. He needs engineers desperately on that. Engineers are coming in. He gets the mini base. I think that Almirante actually sold that. Doesn't want that honor guard to get any more rank at all. Guard keeps slicing up the mini base. Doesn't want Almirante to have it. Doesn't want Almirante to have anything more than he deserves at this point. I think there will be an attack onto the main. There's still no shield on it, so that's probably his best bet. Coming around the back would be the best because the blister backs can only reach so far. I'd say to about like here. Let's see what he decides to do. UD can finally go to 120 poppies at 107. Expansion looking good. Expansion over here looking good. Shield gen coming up. Honor Guard can't do anything because the engineer's there. Scorch Mortar research. Both players have that now.
What happened? Your balls drop off? If you're good at something, never do it.
Not easy.
Make VODs great again.
Make mods great again. Alright, I'll make sure it's posted on YouTube tonight. Thank you so much, man. You guys almost helped me pay for this show, Matt, so I really appreciate it. Not quite enough, but we're close. Guys are goated for sure. What's the Honor Guard doing? Just wiggling around. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, he's going fortify, but he's the one on 4 bases. How does he have detection? Almost killed the Honor Guard, but not quite. Reaver, NG.
Reaver, reporting for duty. The enemy is attacking me.
I understand, ET, I understand. Could be at a stalemate here. I have to leave soon, so may have to call it soon. I don't know.
Reporting for duty. Augmented extractor upgrade complete.
I've casted every minute up until this point because there's nothing to cast. Both players seem to have given up on offense or something. EOD made some weird decisions with his attacking, and it's cost him his victory, I think. That's a dead chosen. Victory has defeated you. Honor guard's gotta be so close to 3-star. What is he doing? I guess if he has a Reaver here, he can just hold this down. For the most part, we need to kill the NG. These Wraiths are still very, very tiny in their vehicle upgrades, whereas EODs still has a nice advantage here. I just don't know how he's going to be able to pull through with that advantage. Seems as EOD is just on turtle mode. Not even 30 minutes. It's because EOD has given up on offense, and yes, he technically still could have won up until like maybe 45 minutes if he was playing a bit more aggressive and knew and made better decisions. But now that he's completely stopped, he gave Almirante time to get a bank and get his own upgrades, and so by this time, EOD kind of just threw it away. We're basically at the 60-minute point of the game already at 30 minutes, if you guys understand what I'm saying. Yeah, so he's just going for fortified upgrades. EOD has no plans of winning this game anymore, I don't think.
Power extractor constructed.
Rerun it. I can't rerun it now, but when I get back, if they're still on, we probably could. EOD should trade. I think EOD should trade. No, trade. No, trade. Don't do this. Oh my god, rad, teleport, something. Advanced cloaking. Okay. Just extract it. Oh god. EOD had so many better decisions there. He could have just attacked, and then when he came to defend, displace him. I don't know what just happened there. That was weird decisions. It's like, these are the decisions that are killing EOD right now. I don't even think Almirante lost a unit except for a couple NGs. Oh, he's going on offense. Almirante is going for the jugular, guys. He's going for the kill now. Yep. What is he going to do? EOD does not have a lot of yellow, guys. He has seemed to be spending it. Doesn't have the leader powers now. Chosen in the garrison, too. Ooh, nice mines. Oh, God. Honor Guard's doing everything it can. It's slicing. Oh, very good Scorch out of EOD, though. Almirante took a nasty hit. Where'd the Honor Guard go? Did he die? The Honor Guard died. That's how blind.
I'm under fire from enemy vehicles.
Did lose the Honor Guard. Scarabs run to the high ground. Engineers up there to greet it, but there's a Reaver. Should have ran to the shield. Oh my god. Oh no! And it made it. Alright, tactical gateway to the main. Tactical gateway to the main. Tactical gateway to the main. The Scarab couldn't have defended because it's so weak. He needs to fight now. Where's the tactical gateway? Like, what is happening? Okay, Almirante back up to 116 pop. He's just repopping into everything, and he's good to go. Okay, and 2 Scarabs. Never mind. He's just running to the main. He could have been up here 5 minutes ago.
Just like the old days.
Where's the detection? The one Ranger to rule them all. God. It's in the garrison. Interesting, I suppose. Scorch rounds come down to try to slow down the Scarab as well as do damage to it. Shield's going to come up with the Engineer bubbles. Honor Guard chilling in the back, not in the fight. And Bulwark ready to go. That's a lot of wraiths. Yo, he displaced the boys out of there. Dude, he's got 2 points. I don't know what they're going to be, but he's got 2 points. Almi's other Scarab coming out in 14 seconds. I'd take out that cloak, to be honest. I get the cloak out of there. Yep, get rid of that cloak. There you go. You ain't got to worry about that no more. And Scarab shield is gone, but another Scarab is coming. And there it is. Almi down to 76 population. Can EOD close it out? It's a lot of NGs here now. Only like 1 Reaver. That's a problem. Yeah, guys, he has no Reavers. You're subbing GG in the chat. With no Reavers here, these 2 units will kill everything. They'll simply kill everything. That's just not good. He's got 1 back here. He's chilling. And here comes a counter beam as well on top of the army. He's gonna use a teleport. Oh, he teleported like a little bit there. Yeah, Spirit Sport coming in, counter beam on top of the army here. Level 2 beam, in fact, taking out those engineers, teleports them to the side. And the garrison units are now getting taken out as well. Could re-get in that garrison. Shield gen actually getting rebuilt for Almirante. The Chosen down to like no HP. I'm not sure if it's been dying breathed or not. It looks like it's actually just alive. It's not dead. Oh my god, the Scarab. EOD down to no pop. He's got nothing left. Not in the fight anyway. He's re-popping, but none of it's here. I'd have a tactical gateway right here, put the rally point on it, and put the tactical gateway there and just let him pump in. Help me out. And just like that, Almirante is held. Oh my god, that's rough. What's the barracks for? This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. Oh my god, he's rebuilding. He's building his own Scarab. I don't know about a Shippy Scarab. That's kind of funny. That's Shippy Scarab was only ever really done by Akon back in 2017. That was also fun. I'd play Anders and he would play Ship. And then he would just use his Spirit Sport and defend up until Scarab. It was always a fun time. Back when Displace had like half the cooldown it has now and you could just turtle forever. He's got an army here. He can actually get in there and start fighting if he wants. I guess he's afraid of the Chosen. Oh my god, he tactical gateway to the back! Finally, we saw Tech Gateway. Ladies and gentlemen, EOD is your victor. I hope you guys did enjoy